Okay, I can't get it to game capture, but here, we'll try this. So I assume this is a classic server. I don't even want to look around with them too much. There are like two that they're advertising, one that starts with a V, one that starts with a Y. So I guess that's fine. Yeah, this is one of those. It's not even like a metaphorical sense, like, oh, I've never played it before, kind of. But like, I played 10 minutes before. No, like, I really have never played this before, period. I don't think I've even ever downloaded it, opened it, anything. But this is like one of those things you hear about, like Magic the Gathering, where it's like, oh, I love Hearthstone so much, so people say, oh, it copied Magic, which in some ways, yes, it did, but you know, you should always go back and check. So Blizzard is notorious for ripping off of games and making great ones in their own right. So like with WoW, everyone always said this was the most direct inspiration for it. And so let's see what it's like. All account and character bonuses that provide additional features, convenience will be disabled while playing on the server. Recruit a friend. Yeah, all that stuff probably wasn't there to begin with. Kind of very similar to WoW. This makes you think of like an Argonian or something. You can't rotate it around. I mean, this could take me the whole fucking day just looking through all the classes and stuff. It's almost the sort of thing where you shouldn't do that at the beginning, right? Like, even when I first played WoW, I didn't do that. And then once you get into it later, you can do that. Because, like, I would read all this shit right now. You can't use a Draken. Even though... so this is some kind of classic progression server where eventually it'll rotate throughout, like, all the old expansions, which is a pretty great idea. Like, how hard is it to just have like one or two servers that are doing that, right, at any given time? There's no reason why every game shouldn't be able to do that. RuneScape or whatever, you know, WoW tried to resist it for so long for some stupid reason. Yeah, I think this is one of those obligatory things that everybody should just try. Why don't we just read what I'm actually doing, and then I can always read the rest later? Like, what would be my style? Something very magic based, I suppose. But then, you know, I always try to do something more brutish, sort of as a counter to that, because I sometimes play magic characters too much. With their lumbering gait and enormous breadth, ogres are an ominous presence. Created by Ralos Zek, these massive creatures are feared in battle for their raw strength and uncanny endurance. Not very intelligent, ogres are known to cooperate with one another quite efficiently. So what we should do is sort of be like just a face. Oh, they look very similar. Just like strength only build kind of thing. Let's do that as like a first instinct. Beast Lord. So the only class you get to play are these. Warrior, Shaman. Like, I'm almost trying to keep it simple, you know, just let's just appreciate the world and stuff for now. We can always make other characters later. Like, imagine doing that, like reading all the quest text and stuff the first time. It's just too overwhelming. Warriors are the masters of armed combat and defense, taking the point in battles, although that makes it seem too let's just look at what the classes are, right? Because this is the same field. Bard so Bard would be like a support class of some kind. This is not a class that a lot of games necessarily have, so it's some kind of a priest, but instead of just healing, they must be giving buffs or whatnot. Beast Lord is obviously going to be like a hunter where you have like a pet. Berserker. See, now some of these are almost just specs, right? If you're a warrior like in WoW, you could be a prot warrior, like use a shield, or you could be a two-handed warrior. So it kind of fits into both of those slots. So this will just be all balls to the wall action. It's kind of weird that ogres can't be that, right? That's almost what I had in mind. Since they're not very intelligent, that's what they should be. A cleric is like a traditional priest. Druid, I don't know if you're going to be able to necessarily shapeshift, but you can certainly use like, there'll be like a healing fighting hybrid. Enchanter, I have no idea really what that would be. That's almost like a profession where like I'm going to enchant your gear and stuff, but it must be similar to a mage, but I'm sure mage is going to be its own thing. Magician, so that is normally what I would play. Monk, so they were ahead of the curve, like with the Miss Pandaria dog shit that they eventually added later, the class that nobody liked in WoW. Necromancer is pretty up my alley because I always like to summon like multiple things. If I can summon like 100 things behind me, I always like that in Diablo and stuff. Paladin, so some of these are very similar, obviously, like you're gonna have sort of hybrid specs. Ranger, I'm not really sure. It'd almost be like a Beast Lord without the beast, maybe. Or maybe the Beast Lord doesn't use ranged. Rogue, obviously stealth class. Shadow Knight, I'm not really too sure. Shaman. So, I mean, is every WoW class listed on here? Like let's say they copied one by one. Let's just call Cleric a priest, so that's one. Druid is a druid. Magician is a mage. 3. 4 would be paladin. 5 would be warrior. Like, what is not here? Wizard. But see, they have wizard and magician, so what the fuck is that? I don't even get how you would distinguish them at the beginning. I'm sure it would tell you in the description, but what ones are missing? Like, there's no warlock, but I guess necromancer is as close to that as you're gonna get. Although there's some weird overlap, like with Death Knight and that too, like with summoning ghouls and skeletons and stuff. So warlock versus necromancer, hunter versus beast lord, very similar, but not at least not the same exact name. And then what are the other ones? Rogue as opposed to... Oh, they're both rogue. So that's 7. Shaman is shaman. And then what's the 9th one that I'm forgetting? Druid, paladin, priest, rogue, mage, warlock, warrior. Huh, what am I forgetting? But anyway, they pretty much do have a lot of them verbatim for the names. Now, to be fair, a lot of that is just... I kind of want to be a barbarian, but I guess I'll do this. So I can always be a tank, too, if I want. It kind of blows my mind that Berserker wouldn't be... out of all of these pictures, which one would you associate with a Berserker the most? Probably that one. Although very few of them can become that, so it's kind of cool to see sort of the race limitations on some of these. Like, they can only become 4. They can become a lot. Dark Elf, Dwarf. Okay, let's just stick with this for now. That was my first instinct. Masters of armed combat and defense, taking the point in battles and going head-to-head with the most dangerous creatures of the world, of Norath. Warriors are a melee class with the ability to wear plate armor and wield all types of weapons. Warriors build their strength and stamina to unheard of levels, making them hardier than any other class. So they're the tankiest class, not really what I even had in mind here. With the race... When combined with their heavy armor and excellent defensive skills, warriors are... I guess you might have the option to use it two-handed, but based on the way it's pictured, you would almost want to be that. Well, I'll just do it for now. In their excellent defensive skills, heavy armor and excellent defensive skills, warriors are unmatched in their ability to survive the most brutal battles. Warriors train themselves in the skills of combat, mastering the use of all weapons and tactics. And it's going to come to find out this is like the most boring class to play, because it'll just be like very, auto attack heavy or something like that. You just block stuff with your shield automatically, like leveling as a prot warrior, which I actually did that as a warrior in Wrath, and I didn't even mind it. Because I played as a mage for so long, so I was just kind of sick of being so squishy and always, feeling so vulnerable. So you kind of want the opposite extreme. So then I played as a tank for a while. Warriors train themselves in the skills of combat, mastering the use of all weapons and tactics. So you can still use two-handers. Warriors also learn to taunt their opponents, making themselves, literally, that's the name of the ability, the focus of all their enemies' attacks, allowing less resilient members of their group to remain safe and from harm. So I would assume that there are other classes they can tank too, like paladins could tank, druids could tank, so it can't just be that simple that, oh, this is the only tank class. It might be the best one, though. Wish you could rotate your character behind there. Although you're going to see yourself from the backside most of the time in the game, so this is kind of, a pointless perspective to see it from the front. Keep their group safe from harm. Warriors are often the cornerstone of a good group, providing a strong defense while also dealing... Maybe I should make this a permadeath character. Oh, that'd be fun. We should make these permadeath. So if I die... I won't even know what I'm doing, though. If I die, I have to switch classes. I have to make another one. That'd be a fun way to... So each race and each class gets a permanent... Oh, that's awesome. For whenever I decide to do this. So I only get one chance at the ogre, and it's going to be a warrior. So if we die with this, we have to move on to the next race and the next class. And so we might not even get to try all of them if it doesn't fit, That would be fun. And then we just can't come back for whatever period of time. But think about how long that would take to get through. Even I can't die that many times. Cornerstone of a good group, providing a strong defense, also dealing heavy damage to their enemies. Warriors fare poorly when adventuring alone. Oh shit, that's kind of what I want to do. And are an excellent choice for those who enjoy grouping and taking the front line in battle. I'll still do it though, fuck it. But no, I don't necessarily... I almost was saying, like, this is almost a solo playthrough. Oh, so can you not even customize their appearance, though? Oh, no, you can. Deity, you can choose this. Agnostics will not commit to a belief in the existence or non-existence of any deity. Kazakh Thal, the Faceless. Followers of Kazakh Thal fear their lord and believe that only by causing terror in others, so this is like the more chaotic one, and that's maybe the more order-based one, will they be spared his vengeful wrath. They strive to beat down and suppress all hope. Fear rules their lives. Through fear, they rule the lives of others. Pain, misery, violence, torture, and living sacrifice. This is almost like Horde and Alliance type vibe. I'm not even sure. This must be the equivalent of almost of a faction. City, you only get one choice. Here, let me read these first. They strive to beat down, suppress all hope. Pain, misery, torture, living sacrifice are the tools of a Kazakh... What is it? Kazakhite? Many lizardmen tribes are devout followers, but his number of humanoid patrons grows daily. A cold shadow slowly engulfing the bright spots of Norath, in a twisted nightmare of horror and pain. Ralazek the Warlord. What was he called? The Faceless. That's almost like an old gods vibe. Followers of Ralazek believe in the survival of the strong and extinction of the weak. Well, they're both pretty hardcore philosophies then. The heat of battle is the only place enlightenment can be gained. The universe was formed by a conflict, and in conflict it will end. The victors will feast upon the remains of the fallen. No respect or regard is given to the dead, for if they were worthy, their hearts would still pump blood through their veins and not upon the soil of Nora. This is such a elitist victim blamer thing. If you were worth remembering, you would still be alive. Followers of Ralazek are almost exclusively warriors. I guess that one kind of does fit. I guess we'll just do it to see kind of what those work like. Let's do it. Appearance. I don't even mind looking like the default one. It's not like I would know the difference, but let's go with the one with the little bump on our head. How about that? A little RP, like maybe we lost our memory or something. That's good, I guess. A lot of these you can't even do, I guess, as this particular race at least. Least amount of customization possible. What the fuck? Or maybe they added those later? I don't know. Advanced. Points left. So it lets you choose yourself. It's almost like I would go only all strength. Right? Like, it couldn't stop me from doing that. We'll just start... Oh, I guess you have to put a certain amount at least. 150. Or wait, you're just not allowed to? 150 strength max. Agility, dexterity, strength, stamina, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. I mean, obviously, strength is what you want anyway. Stamina... That's kind of lame, though. I'd reduce stamina to 0 if I can put my strength higher, but I guess that's fine. So we'll just be very single-minded with getting strength. Strength-only character, like in Dark Souls. That should be good. I'll even let them choose the name for me. Okay, let's just see how this works. Use F1 once to target yourself. Even some of the keybinds are exactly the same. If you have a pet, although I'm sure a lot of MMOs share the same thing. It's just like at this point, this was sort of a... Oh, you even start off in first person. That'd be the ultimate immersive way to play. The walking animation is a little bit clunky. That's the biggest problem that RuneScape had. A lot of these early MMOs just had a problem with moving. It doesn't actually feel bad as you're doing it. It's just like it looks a little bit silly. Like you're moving kind of slowish. Pretty good UI. I like the little ambiance of the rain in the background. Weapons. So there's probably some optimal way to just start. Like, oh, go here, do this, do that, but whatever. I'll just kind of do random stuff. Now, can I move this to, like, the top left, top right or something? Yeah, that's kind of the natural position there. Window selector is going to take a bit to get used to all the UI and stuff, I suppose. Extended targets. It's already like a clutter. This is normally in the top left. I'm just going to keep comparing it to WoW because that's what I'm so used to. Warrior Guildmaster. Horgus. So I guess you would start in a different zone, obviously, depending on what race and stuff you were. So when you jump, you lose a little bit of stamina. I don't know if you can sprint. Doesn't really seem like it. But this walk just looks so stunted, like he's deliberately moving slow. Just for no reason. Stand close. Oh, it's saying all these things. Here, let's leave it here for now. You have unread line articles. Bring up the story window to read about. Story window is Alt N. Okay. Prophecy of, oh my god. This is the sort of stuff I would normally do, but just not now. Let's just get into some actual gameplay for once. We need your help, blah, blah, blah. Targeted warrior. Stand close to train your skills. Now, is that something I can actually do now? I'm assuming not. I'd have to level up and stuff first. Rank awful. I like how it says that. Level 5, level 10. Disarm, dodge. Practices 5. Money 0. So it doesn't really give any feedback unless it's saying it there. You are already trained to the limit of your abilities in one-handed blunt. So how would you know if you had it or not? Like, can I just go out and just fight random stuff? I'm afraid I'll just die like instantly. You against you, and so that's like your trainer. I'm sure there's some kind of quest or tutorial stuff you should do, but that's sometimes the beauty of MMOs and open world games too, is like you can just kind of do whatever. Right? You could just go and WoW and just kill random wolves and stuff. Like the old South Park riff on, just like, oh, go kill boars all day. You don't even have to interact with anybody or anything. I like this environment already, but how's it raining through the solid rock roof? Bouncer Skuck. Bouncer Druck. This is what I would love to see, is just the world and all the lore and stuff. That's sort of what I realized there too. It's not that I read all the quest text, it's that you kind of absorb the story. A young armadillo. You absorb the story just from the world, so I don't need to read the text. You'll still piece things together, right, just over time. Hob Pulp. Now, is this an enemy? Because it's appearing like in red. But now it's not. Parcels and Town Crier. Like, where's just the starting leveling zone where you can just beat shit with your weapon, which is probably the wrong way to go about it. How do I even see, like, my weapon and my... Probably going to be somewhere here. Like, this will be my character, inventory. You do have a sword of some kind. That's really almost how I would like to play it to start. It's just, like, wander around, kill stuff, and it should be forgiving enough where... Although these older ones do tend to be more punishing. So maybe that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, it was a casualized version. This was known to be at least a little more hardcore. Auto attack is on, auto attack is off. The combat music is playing, but maybe just because of that. You get the chat log, the combat log. I mean, certainly in terms of the format, this is very sophisticated. Like, just the way everything is presented to you. I even love the way you look here. You have your weapon out. So I wonder how much cosmetic... I'm sure gear must change your appearance, because otherwise that's half the fun of these games, to be able to show off what you worked so hard to get. I could be going like way too far. That's the only thing I don't want to happen, is like you run into an enemy and just get one shot or something because I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing. Bouncer Prag. Shadow Knight Guildmaster. Maybe I should go out the other way then. I kind of made a full circle. Oh my god, all this UI is just going to confuse the shit out of me. It's not even that it's bad, it's just too overwhelming. You just got to get into the gameplay first, and then, oh god, it's going to be the same thing. You should just, like, talk to somebody here and get a quest, and they'll say, oh, go kill some boars, or, you know, do something basic. I don't know what this aura around me at my feet actually is. Kind of like I'm just targeting myself, I guess. Like, what does all this yellow text say? It probably says there's something you should be doing. Or maybe not. What is this thing even? The movement is pretty smooth. Like, if RuneScape had this movement where you can just move with WASD and you can just move the mouse around and stuff, you can even click in both mouse buttons to move. That's beautiful. You can't click in middle mouse button the same way, but maybe you have to go in the water. I kind of doubt it. I'm kind of in this seemingly enclosed area. Songs. Huh. Oh, maybe that's something to do with the bard. The bard can. That's literally what the bard class should be. They're there just to entertain you during raids when you're getting bored out of your fucking mind, wiping over and over, to keep the real life spirit up of just, you know, playing actual good music. Banker. This would be fun. Just a storage thing. I'm afraid I'm gonna attack something and, you know, the guards will just kill me. But I don't know if it lets you do that. Like the red aura almost makes me feel that way. You must first click on the being you wish to attack. I don't want to attack anything. Told you, welcome to my bank. Doesn't seem like you have a whole bunch of slots, though. Whatever. Ogok's Keep. An armadillo. So these would be like rats or whatever. I guess you could kill it. Probably. Doesn't give you like a super clear instruction of even where to go. So what kind of abilities do you have? Melee attack, that'd just be auto attack. Does it kind of describe them to you? Oh, it's like me trying to do it. Try attacking someone other than yourself. It's more productive. Even the flavor text got some personality. Taunt, bash, kick, range attack. It even said it's hard to do by yourself as this class, so I'm doing a hard mode intrinsically just by that choice alone. You can kind of see through the wall a little bit. That would be kind of a cheese in some sort of PvP or battleground scenario. That'd be totally a strategy. I have no idea, like... There should just be some big open area. Weapons, I already have a weapon. Whatever I have should just be good enough to just dick around and do something. I'm sure there's some obligatory quest you should do at the start. You just click on doors to open them. There's a whole bunch of bankers. It's amazing how important of a feature that is. Like even in Tibia, you have to click to move, although I didn't think that was so bad. Somehow RuneScapes is super awkward. Like whenever you're at a standstill, it's like you have to build up momentum. So your first click to move will be like you have to wait like 5 seconds before the guy takes one step. It was so triggering. So that at least I played a little bit, which is a very good game in a lot of ways, but that aspect of it is quite a troll. So what exactly... That is actually an awesome idea, though. I should do it totally like that. If I die once in like the solo context that I'm playing, maybe dungeons and stuff shouldn't count, although I'll try not to even do them in the first place. And also, I'm not even seeing like any other players, so maybe this is just like an instant zone just for me, or maybe there just aren't too many players, or I don't know what, but at least they do have classic servers in some capacity. Camp is like to log out, sit, walk. I don't know if they have like all the other traditional emotes like laugh and stuff. Probably not. Extended targets, warrior guildmaster. I'm sure it would tell you like in one of those long fucking verbose texts what you should be doing right now, but why can't we just find like somewhere to escape into? Maybe we'll try in the water. And before this gets me killed somehow. And this seems stuntedly slow too. There must be some maybe sprint button. Or maybe certain races would just be better at swimming than others. Let's see how the ladder interaction works. Just seems like such a simple thing, but there must have been some real good reason. Something in the engine of RuneScape that prevented them from making it better. Because how could you look like... People will look back and say, oh, that's one of the best MMOs ever. But how could you fuck up something as simple as moving? I think they even tried to... Oh, shit. I can't even climb the ladder. Am I already bugging it out? It's not doing the animation now, but now it's working. Everything seems very slow, though, like with the movement, which is pretty normal. You normally can't sprint. There's going to be like a lot of auto attacking and stuff like that, especially with a class like this. Can I just get out of here? Like, what is this place? I guess I kind of was semi getting out of here when I went to the... Whatever, there was like some shopkeeper out in the open. I guess I could learn how to use the map a little bit. Like, yeah, this looks like an exit area. Now you go out here, you fight some stuff. Young armadillo. I don't know if that's actually something you're meant to fight. Seems like a harmless critter, but... The stamina is exhausted by stuff like jumping, which is not something you have to worry about in some games. Like, that's not really considered part of combat, so it must be relevant somehow the act of jumping is actually strategic. There'll be like a shockwave on the ground. You actually have to jump to avoid it. Right, in some of these dungeons and raids and stuff. Armor. Like, is this actually an enemy? Right click on an NPC to consider it. Right click on yourself to bring up the inspect window, auto inspect. Exterminator Glurg. Bouncer Scar. I just don't, that red underneath them makes me nervous whenever I click on them. It makes me feel like I'm going to try to attack them. Priest of Discord. Window selector is fine. Did it really have this much UI like at the beginning of the game? It almost feels like they added some of this stuff, maybe quality of life improvements. I find it hard to believe that the original game would have had entering the Farah. This must mean I'm entering the open world. Now, how much you want to bet I'll just die to the first enemy? There are actually loading screens like that, which is no big deal. You've completed achievement, the Farah Traveler. Would it have had achievements like that too? Oh, now we'll start to see people too. Let's see how this whole thing works. Where is like my bag? Is this backpack? You have very limited storage space at the beginning. Just to see like, oh, I'll fight something and then I have to eat like a berry or something to recover. I just am worried I'm gonna die to like the first enemy I see. Like, let's fight that thing. First of all, I don't even know how the attacking works. Glowers at you dubiously. Looks like an even fight, level 1. Oh, it even reassures you of that too. You have to get up to it close, I assume. Okay, good attack animation. Okay, so he appears in the top left. I'm on the right. Okay, that was simple enough. We could just do that for hundreds of hours. Or maybe this game actually does work like that. Where like you could theoretically get to max level just from killing these. It'll give you some very minute level of experience. But okay, so there's nothing to loot. You know, it would just take forever. Whereas in some games, of course, you're not going to get any experience at all. Let's try these abilities. Bash. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of damage from this one. 59%. I don't mind just being an auto attack Andy here. On kick. Oh, I like these animations too. I wasn't expecting it to be that. That's actually impressive. Now let's make sure we don't fight something that is too high level. How do you even check their level though? It says it kind of on the bottom. Right click on the NPC to consider it. Yeah, I'm clicking. Looks like an even fight. Oh, I like this. It's just a good open area to start with. None of this stuff is aggressive, so it's not going to attack me on sight. Go here. I'm trying to auto attack it, but you can't be moving or it moved too far away or something. 100%. So the last guy actually did a bit to me, or even this guy's doing a certain amount to me. What I don't have is a shield for a class that really seems to be all about that. Are you sure you wish to loot all? Yes. Let's see even what I just looted. Black Wolf. I could just stay here for a while. This is all I wanted. See, now you get into it by doing this. Even if I don't know what anything does, I kind of just want to figure it out as I go. An infected rat. Go in here. What did I just pick up? Bandages, skin of milk, and gold bread cakes. Oh, I thought those were little gold nuggets or whatever. It feels like I looted something different. Whatever. I guess I should look at it more closely next time. Scarab. There's already a good amount of enemy variety. Where'd he go? He went through the fucking tree, clipping. So 2 is bash. And then you can see when it's on cooldown. 3 is taunt, which I don't think will really do damage. I don't see how you can really see status effects or exactly what's happening. General, 40 necro looking for group. You already have the target's attention, so maybe it didn't even do anything at all. What did it give me? Fire bell leg. Loot. So where did it go though? Oh, it's appearing here. Light colored. What is this game? Such beautiful graphics. Yeah, the original World of Warcraft that I never played in my whole life. Light colored fungus. Short lizard tail. Fire beetle leg. So we could sell those things. That was the amazing thing in Tibia, is you actually had to sell stuff by like talking. You would have to like say to the shopkeepers, hi, sell broadsword, yes. It was a weird mechanic, but it actually felt kind of a little bit immersive. Okay, so he's just attacking me on sight, and if you don't pay attention, he'll just kill me. I don't think I chose to attack him there. Ranged attack won't really be relevant here because I'm not in range. So he just died. Oh, it's like auto looting, even though I didn't choose to click on it afterwards. Literally just play it without doing any quests or anything. It's just an open world. Let's see how far we can go. Although these do seem aggressive, like they just come right at you and start whacking you. So the one movement key that you don't have is the strafe. Like Q and E don't do anything, or they actually cause you to attack. Maybe that's what I did inadvertently. Gonna die to a fucking frog. Bash or kick. I don't know which one's really better. They don't really give you a ton of detailed tooltips here. Sit or find. A jungle... Wait, what's happening? Why can't I do it? This is all it would take for you to die. Hello? Shit. No. Come on. I can't target him or something. Something's wrong. Come on. 54%. Oh, they die very easily, but... that one was hard to target for some reason. And your health goes back up pretty fucking fast, so you almost don't need... I guess just because you're a low level. I'm sure over time it'll take longer. But look, you can just wait like 10 seconds and you're good. Bup. Oh, fuck. These are too aggressive, though. It's hard to target them there because you always keep targeting yourself. I should try like tab targeting and stuff. Bash. I can't really tell how or what that's doing, but whatever. I do have some bandages and stuff, so you don't want to make the mistake I made in Witcher, like where you have all these items and stuff, and you just die with them. You never even use them. Being stingy with like 100 fucking pieces of food and healing items in my bag. Let's talk to this NPC, see if he gives us a quest or something. I wonder if the fire hurts you. What is that thing now? Maybe like as long as you're still considered like in combat. Stand close and right click on them to begin a transaction. Oh, here we go. This would be a great person to sell stuff to. Bop. Welcome to my shop. You would probably find a worn greatstaff handy. He figures me for a mage. Let's see. Patterned note. Light colored fungus. So what do you exactly do? We can sell it. Okay, that's not too hard to figure out. Short lizard tail, we can sell it. Fire beetle leg. Frog lock tadpole flesh. Wait, what? Oh, because you have a stack? Okay, good. Frog lock tadpole eye. Let's see how far we can get without even doing any quests or anything. This is good. I guess we'll just keep the stuff in the backpack. So if that's in the backpack, then where is this? Like, we're just carrying all this shit in our bare hands? Consume chrono. I love playing games like this where you just know nothing about them, because like imagine playing classic WoW like that, which I guess I kind of did, but even then there were certain things that I would just know over time from other people and stuff. But it's like there's so much shit that you'll never figure out, or it'll take you forever to do it. The trees are kind of a little buggy the way they just fucking vault over them and stuff, or go through them. I'm trying to fight him just because he looks cool, but you got to be careful with Q, because I keep doing Q to like strafe away, but then there's a random book on a pedestal here. You can't reach that, get closer. Right click on it to interact with it. Sethanol. I kind of need this to be somewhere else. Maybe we'll... No, but then it's kind of too... Let's put it like this. Sethanol, something, something. Oh, no, that's not what the... I thought that's what the book said. Options window, right click, targeted player. I guess you can't really do anything with it, or what is that? Oh, entering the plane of knowledge. Oh, maybe this is how you like level up and stuff. You can resize your bags by holding shift, by holding down left click while dragging the bag's edge. Looking for port, Iceland located, something, something. What is this? Try attacking. It always thinks you want to attack something. Loading, please wait. Does that just take me back to where I was? Entering the Firat. Let me try that again and actually see what's over there. It took a while. I was right clicking like 50 times the first time and nothing happened. So it was just kind of slow. Right click on any spell in your effects window to show the details of the spell. So, I mean, even these would count as spells in the effects window. That'd be more like for debuffs and stuff, right? Like, how do you see your core abilities, like your spell book? That's like just your action bar, spells, Alt S. I don't see where that's appearing or not. I guess we don't have any spells, so they're just considered abilities, which maybe don't come with the tooltip, which I guess is fine, but like the plane of learning, Glane Tyanid. Right click on an NPC to consider them. Regards you indifferently. What would you like your tombstone to say? Level 60. Okay. Oh shit, we better get out of here. Or these people might not be hostile though. Why would it send you here otherwise? I handled myself pretty well there for, you know, just thinking that it might be overly punishing. Like you have to do this, this, and this, talk to this NPC, do this quest first. Oh, like somebody with a mount. Spoilers, there's mounts in this game. Who would have guessed? There's a random skeleton, but these might be higher levels. Right click to consider it. I mean, this is like some kind of hub zone that I don't need to worry about just yet. But maybe this is where you can allocate like your stat points and stuff. Pet info, which I don't have a pet. That would be like all the... Yeah. Like for the Beastmaster or obviously the Necromancer sounds really fucking fun, actually. You just have like a whole bunch of skeletons. That was the problem in WoW. Like with the Warlock, you could only have one pet and it was like a really strong one. Instead of, you know, what you think of more with some summoning classes. You want like 30 of them, but they can be super weak or whatever, or at least have the option. They made it too much of like a singular thing. That's what the Hunter was about, was having like one pet that was really strong. Guild Manager. In fact, ironically, in some cases, the pet could be even stronger than you, right? With just degenerate beast mastery shit. Storyline, quest journal, mail. But how do you do like... You must own a mercenary to open up this window. Okay, help. Did they really have this? This feels like something they added after. Just to kind of simplify it for people. Is this really how the game looked when it first released? It just seems like there's too much shit on the screen. Almost in a good way that, like, you know, the map's pretty confusing how the text overlaps. I guess you got to zoom in. How do you just even like see your consider whom? So C is to consider. Oh, here we go. Stats. So when you level up, it's going to give you stat points. So where does it even show like my experience? For example, WoW does a good job making that conspicuous, like with the big purple bar in the middle. So here it's not super obvious, at least. There's your stamina, there's your health. It doesn't even show you what level you are, or you have to go looking for it. Level 1, next level 38%. Okay, beautiful. So this isn't where I came from, is it? Or maybe it is. I forget. I don't really know what I was hoping to find here. I'm just kind of exploring everything randomly. Yeah, for some reason with multiplayer games, nobody likes to play them that way. They all like, oh yeah, I want to know all the secrets and what the best thing to do when is. Right? Like you wouldn't normally see the same people do that with a single player game, because that would ruin it. Then you already know what the best things are, or all the cool you know, secrets and hideaways and mechanics. I want everything to be like a surprise, but I guess the reason why is because they're so time consuming that people don't feel like they'll ever be able to do that, or they don't want to waste other people's time. Like if they're in a group, like I don't mind wiping to a boss 100 times in Dark Souls before I get it, but then in a raid group, people aren't going to spend 10 hours with you just because you want to have that experience. It doesn't seem like I can really use that. Want to buy Saren Black Flag. See, you can't even prevent spoilers through stuff like that, because somebody will just say in chat something that you don't want to hear, and I don't know why we have so many of these. Oh, that's just my target. Target of target, which is myself. So the enemy target is going to appear here. The one thing that WoW had that was pretty great is it has the picture of the enemy in there, right, along with the name. The way I got here, I think, was just coming through this, but I can't seem to use it again. What if I just get stuck here? Or it kind of bugged out the first time, too. You click on it, but it doesn't do anything. At least I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Oh, it just takes forever. Okay, that's kind of buggy a little bit. Entering the Fiat, so that's your first starter zone. Maybe it's different for depending on what race and stuff you make. A lizard brewling. I like how stuff's not attacking me right away. I think the only times when I thought they did, maybe I accidentally attacked them. Looks like a fair fight, so let's just level up a bit. 47%, so they're doing like 3 to 5% per hit on me. Although one of them got me a little bit low, I don't know how. Do we get like a mace or something? So let's see if that's actually a weapon upgrade. Rusty mace. So now how do I... Right click seems to always be the info button, but I guess not in this case. How would I know? Background textured... Wait, you can actually just freely... Wait, what the fuck? Light mode and dark mode, the original meme, where light is like fucking blinding as shit on every website you go to. Normal level, faded level. Top, bottom, left, center, help, lock, escape to close. Where does it tell you, like, what it is, though? Drop item here to equip, or, like, how good it is. Short sword. Maybe it says it here. No, it doesn't. The right-clicking doesn't tell you anything, so how would I know? I guess I could just look at my damage. Like, 150 strength. MP is going to be magic, energy... I don't know what AC is. Mitigation and evasion. Okay. Attack. So if I take this off, will that reduce my attack? 60 out of 44. 57. So you could just compare it directly like this. I'm not sure actually how you read into items directly. Weight is 20 out of 150. So that's kind of a mechanic that a lot of MMOs don't have. Now, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Okay, just you got to react quickly because they do... chip away a little bit. It's very hard to target stuff when it's right underneath you like that. And I keep trying to tab target, but that doesn't really work. But that shows you're in combat. You can auto attack while moving. He's trying to climb up the tree to escape. One thing I don't like is how I can't game capture it, but I guess that's understandable. Okay, grab this. So that one did seem to initiate on me for no reason. Or I could just be pressing random buttons and accidentally attacking it. But nothing has really seemed hostile so far. Okay, let me check that again. So compare your damage. This is 60 and 44. So what does that exactly mean? Accuracy? Offense. Chance to deal more damage. Chance to deal more damage. Chance to land a hit. Oh, that's almost like crit then. It's not even necessarily base damage. Well, let's see if this is better. Oh, this is just drag it there to equip it. Wait, what? So the mace is now 60 and 44. So it seems exactly the same. It's weird that it just wouldn't tell you a value on it. Nothing else changes besides that. I guess I'll do it just to try it. Of course, there's going to be like weapon skills and stuff too that I have to get acclimated with. One time I'm going to attack something that just isn't a fair fight without checking, and it's going to be the end of me. Just for like, oh no. Okay, I didn't know it worked like that. Oh no. I don't know how running away works or if you even can do it. Can I outrun them? At least my health is coming back a little bit, but they might not stop. Or I don't know how this works with aggro range. Just go back, reset. So by hitting one of them, oh no. Fuck. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know if you can use those bandages in combat. Presumably not. Did I actually die? Fuck. Okay, fine. We'll make a different character. You have to guard or zone. Okay, no respawning. Let's make actually the oh, but it's gonna force me to. I'm gonna be a permadeath class system. This is a fun way to do it. So by attacking the red snake, the other one's aggroed with them. This wasn't supposedly a very good class for doing stuff on your own anyway. So it takes like 30 seconds to log out. And presumably you have to be out of combat. Guard. I don't even know how you do some of these mechanics. Must be here, right? Actions, abilities page. Oh, that's where the abilities were. But it still doesn't describe it. Whatever. To run to a guard or change zone. Oh, run to a guard. Do not stack red. Blues is what you want to attack. Okay, how do you actually delete? Delete this guy. Oh, you have to type in the name. Okay, at least I know how to get out of that starting zone, assuming it'll be the same thing. Buy slot. Somehow I doubt that was there. Although it might actually have been. So what do I want to do next? Let's do a berserker. So who can become a berserker? That's kind of what I was trying to do anyway. But for some reason, the ogre of all races couldn't be one. In fact, almost nobody can be one. What the fuck? Only one person, the barbarian. Yeah, let's do actually a female one. That one doesn't look bad. Let's see the description. Whoops. Or wait. Wait. Even this one can't be. I thought it could. Wait, can nobody be a barbarian? That wouldn't even make sense. It was something that was added later, but they have the icon for it still. I swear I just saw when I was going to make the first one that you could. Berserker. Right click on a mob to see how they con against you. You want them to be con blue. I see. Yeah, AoE aggroing is potentially a thing. Huh. This is weird. Apparently you can't do that at all, even though I just saw that. It's like I died so quickly and miserably that they want to punish me by not letting me do that. What else could I do that's kind of similar? Bard, Beast Lord, Berserker, Cleric, Druid, Enchanter. I kind of don't want to play as a magic class because I always do that too often. Shadow Knight, Shaman, Warrior, Wizard. Okay, so Berserkers is off the table. Let me do... Let's just do Beast Lord. How about that? Beast Lords are the masters of raw nature who focus his energy into themselves and their warder pets. Beast Lords are primarily a melee class. Oh, melee hunter. Here we go. With the ability to wear leather armor and wield blunt weapons or use their bare hands to attack. Beast Lords prepare for battle by... Yeah, I was ogre and I couldn't become a berserker there either. That's so weird. So of all the classes, there's at least one race that can be each of them, except for... I guess you can't be this yet either. But that doesn't really make sense. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I guess maybe you just can be. Why does it keep changing just from that? I guess just when you double click, it randomizes the appearance and the class. Okay, let's do that one. Barbarian. Oh, I was reading this first. Beast Lord is fun, but no spells till 9th level. Beast Lords prepare for battle by calling on their animal warder and increasing the creature's natural abilities with spells. Beast Lords share every battle with their warders, fighting alongside these fierce companions or falling back to heal and aid. Beast Lords also gain spells to slow or damage their opponents. Beast Lords can heal and add to an ally's health and mana regeneration as well, making them a well-rounded ally in battle. Beast Lords can adventure solo. Yeah, see, that class said you shouldn't do that. Not that I'm going to blame that for attacking some stupid snake. well in many places. They depend on the coordination with their warders and well-planned spells to finish every fight. They can also aid a group through their spells and melee abilities. The Beast Sword is a great class for players who like the option of solo melee fights, but want to be able to help in a group. I do like how they distinguish it as melee, because you normally associate having a pet with being like a, using a bow or something. So now you have the Ranger as just a bow class, probably without a pet. So you're splitting up Hunter in like two sides. Let's read the Barbarian. Oh shit, but it changed my appearance. I kind of like that one. This hardy race of barbarians, or Northmen, use their wisdom and formidable brawn to defend honor and justice. Their magnificent stature is a sight to behold, even more so when it is unleashed in battle. Barbarians are one of the tallest races to walk the lands of Norath. Means you can't summon Warder at first level. Oh, that's fine, yeah. Is a shaman monk hybrid with a pet. That's kind of the same thing. Like, hunters suck in WoW until like level 10 because you can't even get a pet. And you can't even use like a two-handed weapon. As a tribal culture, barbarians are a little rough around the edges when it comes to interactions with other races. Even the barbarians' mannerisms and features have a rugged quality. The barbarians consider themselves superior to other inhabitants of Norath, particularly the Tyrdal and Erudites. That sounds familiar somehow. Which are viewed as pathetically weak. Barbarians have a special place in their hearts for dwarves of Caladim, whom they view as steadfast and brave. The high quality of the dwarven mead may also have some influence on their cordial relationship between the two races. Ogres, trolls, dark elves, and other evil races are hated as they directly oppose the barbarian sense of justice. I like how they call them evil, like they're taking a side. The flavor text is taking a side. Let's actually just do this one for some reason. I didn't do that last time. Agnostic, Halas. Barbarians live in the frigid city of Halas. Oh, maybe there will be different leveling zones. Somehow I just felt like it would be the same one. Or at least it might look the same. Nestled amidst the icy peaks. I guess that doesn't really make sense, though. Everfrost in northern Antonica. The city is rather rudimentary, but serves the needs of barbarians who call it home. Okay, let's... just let it randomize. I don't feel like coming up with names. Bored? No, I don't like that one, though. Do something short. Yeah, they're also long. Wamsi. Okay, we'll do that. Enter world, so agnostic. You don't have a choice in the city, but I guess it's there just to show you. What is advanced? Oh, yeah, I do want to do this. So stamina is your primary stat. And strength is pretty high. You can't really reduce anything, so... You can reduce this if you want to put it somewhere else. But I guess I'll just take its word for it. Increases your maximum hit points. Different classes get more hit points. Really? That's what you're worried about, is just health? Stamina also determines your maximum air supply when you are underwater or in an airless zone. You wouldn't even care about this because you want your pet to tank the whole thing in the long run. Huh. Why would stamina be a primary stat for a non-tank class? Increases your maximum hit points. Wouldn't it be like agility or when it tried to hit you? No, I guess not. I guess I would just do... Like, how much can we reduce it? Since I question it so much, let me put those somewhere else, like in strength. Because we are a melee class still. True melee hunter. The thing with barbarians is that they are large and good, so they can slam like trolls and ogre, but no night vision. They can also wear medium or large armor. I see. Strength is one factor in determining how much damage you do with weapons and special attacks. So there is no like other melee damage stat, right? Chances for special melee abilities, combat effects, and critical hits. That's kind of, this is more defensive minded. How often NPCs will miss trying to hit you. This is health, which is weird. For a primary stat, intelligence affects your chances of gaining skill points in most skills. What? So it's like a leveling stat? If it is higher than your wisdom. Okay. Wisdom affects your chances of gaining skill points in most skills. Charisma, we could do a speech character. Oh my god. Oh wait, what did that do? Did that reset it? Oh, that's good. So it made sure that stamina didn't go up to max again. I guess I'll just do strength. I'll be a little more careful this time. If there's too many of the same enemy, maybe around each other too, that could be a factor. I like how you started in first person, as if anybody would really play it like that. You had a chance to try a female character. I like that walk. Actually, this walk is a lot better than the other one, because at least it seems like, I don't know, maybe the size of the ogre just made it seem more awkward. So jumping actually drains your stamina in such a way that kind of surprised me, because you don't really think of that as a combat mechanic, but it could be. I didn't even do anything with the trainers. Let's just see how the leveling zone here looks. Of course, I died on purpose just because I didn't really want to play as that class, I guess. Let's look at the abilities. We got melee attack, bashed. Wait, why do you have taunt, though? I thought that was just because I was, maybe you all start with the same base loadout skills, but I thought I only had taunt because I was like a warrior. I can't really tell what the other tank classes were even supposed to be. I mean, Paladin obviously sounds like one. Druid, I guess, maybe could be. Just the way I think of, like, bear form or something. If you can, like, transform and stuff. Ranged attack. You'd almost think of it as a ranged class because you let your pet do all the work and you stay at a distance, but somehow that's just not what it is. Nice change of environment, at least. So one of those stats, I think it was a health stat, actually let you breathe underwater for longer. Although I can't even figure out necessarily how to get underwater. I wonder if this is going to kill me. I'm just going to get hypothermia. Try to always push the boundaries, but sometimes it can be a bad idea. So yeah, each of these characters is going to be permadeath. If I die, maybe that's too harsh, but whatever. Makes me be more careful. Oh, you could just use the platform to do that. Well, what's the point? I'm already there. I assume this might be the way out into the leveling zone, but maybe not. I like that you can even use the 2 mouse buttons to move. Oh, it's not going to let me. It'll force me to wait for the thing to come back. It's only fair, I guess. Yeah, some of the classes almost seems like they could just be specs for, well, just based on the name, for other classes. Because they have wizard, magician, and then, like, just by the name, it almost sounds like the same thing. Or even like a bard is a very unique class. I assume it would just have to do with buffs and stuff. Like how you're standing up in water. Oh, when she wasn't moving there for a second. Okay, come on. Or maybe you have to actually ride it to get it to move. But then it was moving on its own anyway. Yeah, the UI and everything is pretty good. Movement is fine. You don't have to click to move. I guess I didn't even know that much. Oh, now it wants to just move on its own. Like when you get halfway to it. Whenever you leave and there's guards, that makes you assume it's going to be out into the wild. So there'll be like a loading screen and then another Pfefferat type of zone, whatever that was called. I like the little breath animation. That's pretty good detail. Gotta aim your FP cam to get out of the water or hit page to get up ledges in water. Oh, there is some kind of wall hack stuff you can do with that. Yeah, this is a bad habit of mine to just jump like crazy. Everfrost Peaks. Take advantage of the friend Alt F. Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid the social element at least a little bit. Just a first-person player. Oh, really? It is a good immersive style. I guess what's important in that, like the whole Elder Scrolls aspect, is to be able to see your weapon and stuff. Which even WoW doesn't do that, so I doubt this would, you know, show all, like, or like every spell animation and stuff in your hands. And it's pretty dark here. Yeah, this clothing is not exactly the best fit. I guess that's just barbarians trying to show off, like the Nords in Skyrim or whatever, like, you got your naked bare chest, but you can brave the cold with ease. Oh, here we go. Enemies. So this should be a fair match, right? Level 2. Looks like quite a gamble. Really, just one level difference. Level 3. Okay, let's maybe look around a little more. That could be the ultimate hard mode in some of these games. Just play it in first person. Or play it with a console controller. I actually tried doing that in WoW just for the fuck of it one time. It's actually not that bad at some classes, especially while leveling. Like a paladin is a joke because you only use like 2 or 3 buttons anyway. Maybe there's another section I can go to. Because how can you just start at level 2s and 3s? Tailoring supplies, smithing supplies. Guess I won't worry about too many of those professions and details yet. Your first encounter is going to be quite a risk. I don't have any like class. Oh shit, this is just going to take me out though. I assume that is the leveling zone. I guess I can try it, but gotta find some level 1s. Loading times aren't too bad. Right click on any spell in your effects window to show the details of the spells. And what was that other thing I didn't look at? Abilities page 1. So will it tell me something about it? Or these are just like hotkeys? You must have a target player to bandage. I mean, you have the hotbar on the bottom left too. Yeah, so this seems like the perfect way. I mean, I guess we can go back to the guards and they'll save us. Bon McMarron. Garn McMarron. That might be like a meme of every leveling zone where they have like rhyming names or whatever as the 2 guards. Guild manager. Map. Maybe go to the left. I still don't think they'll attack me on sight, but why the heck were they such high level? Level 2. Quite a gamble. I guess I'll take a gamble then. As long as more stuff doesn't attack me too. He doesn't even give a shit. It's like trying to warn me off. I can't even hit it. Or sometimes he'll just randomly stop attacking. Auto attack is on. 56. I don't think it's that big of a risk. 59. One-on-one I should be fine. Although they're probably going to mitigate a lot of my shit. 44%. I mean, I'd rather not, but if there are no level 1 enemies, so be it. This is the hardcore race that wants to show off. I have a tendency to like lose my targeting at some point. Especially with the smaller enemies. Now he gains some health back and maybe cries for help. Auto attack is on. I keep doing that by mistake. A decaying skeleton. Okay, he died. That was a little bit tougher than maybe it should be. If you could do your initial turn in quest, you'll get a free item, usually a piece of armor. You'll get to level 2. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to randomly explore for a bit, but as long as they're level 1s, I feel like I can get away with it. That other zone was actually fine. I just kind of fucked up and aggroed too many things. Level 2. That is kind of unfair. This. Oh, here we go. This like an even fight. That's all you need. The one guy with a weapon is an even fight. So maybe I should just pull them away just in case there is some kind of aggro. It's a weird scroll in the inventory. Everfrost is very scary. Attack animations are pretty good. Here we go. Now, let's see how we can actually understand how weapons work in the context of anything I'm pressing isn't telling me like its damage value. So I guess I can just compare here. 5244. So is this going to be the same? 5244. So it doesn't seem to matter. These seem to be the same. Look for more level 1s. And do it South Park style. Just see how high level we can get just by killing random stuff. Level 2, level 2. I guess you just got to look around a little bit. No right click window. Let's see. Background alpha arrange. Yeah, when I right click, nothing seems to happen here. Hold right click. Oh, okay. No trade quest placeable. Warrior, paladin, ranger, whatever. Shadow knight, bard, rogue. Race all. Primary, secondary. Slot 2, type 20, weapon ornamentation, or whatever the fuck that means. Medium weight. Okay, base damage is 4. That's all I care about. 4 versus 10. Okay, so it is better. Is this like a two-handed? Two-handed slashing. This is one-handed. Okay, fair trade-off. Base damage deals generally a 2 times maximum. And maybe with that weapon to carry us, a level 2 won't be that much of a gamble. Although I might like be lacking weapon skill with it or something. So he's like out healing me. And then we just one-shot him. What the fuck happened? Okay, I'll take it, but he went down to 95%, then he went back to 100, and then he just died. Maybe the weapon did make that much of a difference. I definitely won't fight a level 3. But I think 1 level difference is okay. Just make sure I don't aggro too many. We're literally one-shotting them. Look, we're already overpowered. We broke the game. Bone chips. That might give you a little flavor text. This item can be used in trade skills. Quest item, apparently. Explore around a bit. You gotta watch out for maybe some enemies that aggro on their own. Right, like he's not gonna attack me. That's just how these work for now. Level 1, beautiful. Damn, dude, this weapon is amazing. Let's look at this one too. So this was my base starting weapon, 4 one-handed, 5 one-handed, so it's still better than my base one. As you kill, skills will go up and you'll hit more accurately. A woolly spiderling, level 3. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. You can just go around here for a little bit. Oh, maybe it's just dark because it's like nighttime in game or something. Not like this area always looks like that. But the other one didn't seem like that. Does it like copy real life time? Or does it have its own in-game? It probably copies real life. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that stamina could actually be an issue. An ice goblin whelp. We haven't really seen enemies that use a ton of magic or anything yet. I used bash. And then we just one-shot him. Why does the first hit always do so little compared to the second one, which just kills them? What is this? It's actually another player. Regards you indifferently, quite a gamble. Level 2, I guess I can do it. Maybe I should try a kick instead. A white wolf. Now that has no reason to just go crazy and attack me, right? Level 2 is fine. Should try my ranged attack too. At some point. Now will that automatically start me with the auto attacking? It won't. Okay, that's fine. 41%. They are doing quite a bit to me though. 78%. But you heal it quite a bit during combat. Somehow, like... I guess my abilities don't do very much. And I don't feel like I'm auto-attacking now. There is no tab targeting. Why can't I just kill them like the other ones? Oh my god. Why does that just randomly happen? I'm one-shotting them and then they're just one-shotting me. I keep turning it off stupidly, but fuck. Alright, fine. We'll try. And then your health going up even when you're dead. We'll look at a different zone. Why does it seem like I'm still alive? Like I can loot it and everything too. Sort of a D20 roll system. Wait, did I not die? What the fuck happened? Well, I guess that doesn't count because I didn't have to go to like a graveyard or something. I don't even know what happens when you do die. We'll pretend like that's a second life. So yeah, it is some kind of mitigation shit because they're higher level, I suppose. It would say if I died there, right? White Wolf bites you for 5 points. You bash it, you have slain it. Huh, I swear I just died, but I guess not. think you killed him last second. Okay, level 1, but I gotta wait for my health. This is obviously the wrong way to go about it. You should probably do some quests and beginner stuff, but you can do that another time. Just want to see how far, like, can we explore, but it'll probably be a lot of grinding the same enemies for a while to be able to do that. But see, the weapon kind of carried me as soon as I got that. You know, if I hit this, will the other skeleton aggro? Because some enemies seem to be maybe tied together like that, or maybe it was just that one. So now you should just keep attacking, right? Auto attack. Oh, they will do that. Fuck. What, does the wolf want to get in on it too? Okay, so any enemy of the same type will do that. Well, I cheated death once, but whatever. Okay, so they have to get like another finishing hit for you. Slain by Vengeful Composer. The decaying skeletons don't social aggro. Whatever those were did though, was that not a decaying skeleton? Okay, where's my menu here? How do you even do that? I forgot. Maybe this leveling zone is just punishing, because the other one I could have managed with. Escape's not even working. Share, display, chat. I guess I could just Alt F4 and reopen it. About level 9 or something. Vengeful Composer is a meanie Lobby killer. Oh, really? Combat. Vengeful Composer. The decaying skeleton tries to punch you, but misses. Like, what happened with that wolf? You bash a wolf for 1 point of damage. So clearly the abilities are not doing that much. You bash, decaying skeleton tries to punch you and misses. Okay, let me try to restart. It won't let me exit. That class seemed very good. If once you get your warder, would be kind of the one I would want to do. Something like that. I'm going to try Necromancer maybe next. Something with pets to hide behind. Okay, one more try. This time we'll definitely stay alive. I'll be super safe. Please wait while the currently logged player is removed from the world. Oh yeah, because I did have to Alt F4 that. It wouldn't let me escape. That was a pretty cool looking zone, but obviously a little bit harsher than the other one. So either I keep aggroing stuff, like pairs of enemies that I shouldn't do, or I got killed by some weird vengeful thing there. Yeah. So eat this. What is it? WOM T. Okay, create character. Okay. And then we have to choose another class. So let's see what a cool class is that we can become a necromancer. This one can be. This one can be. This one can be. Human can be. Human. Oh, and oh, wait. Oh, no, that's not necromancer. Human can be. This thing can be. Troll can't be. Neither can that. That reminds me of Khajiit. The frog. Let's actually do that. Let's be a frog necromancer. The froglocks are a race of sentient amphibians. While they may be short, froglocks are sturdy. They can swim underwater for long distances, and they can see well in the dark. They are clumsy on land as they are required to hop. They can cross great distances with each leap. Oh, that sounds complicated already. Maybe I shouldn't do it then. Let's just do a human. The strength of the human race lies in its diversity of thought, belief, and profession, though they tend to be weaker than many other races. They have no particular specialty with with the sword or arcane magic. While that is true, they are cunning and possess great ingenuity, which leaves them at an advantage. The human mind is sharp enough to adapt to nearly all forms of study, and this gives them a great range of options when choosing a profession. Yeah, you can become almost every class, although Berserker seems like the elusive one that nobody can become. Let me randomize the appearance a little bit. Random. Oh, that one was kind of cool with the eye patch. Like a short name. Rador. Okay. We'll just stick with this. Deity. There's so many different deities. I don't know how exactly they factor in. Some probably are friendly with one another and some hate each other. Followers of Tuner believe that we are Tuner's children. The children of Tuner seek to help Norath, which they believe to be a living and breathing being, to blossom and to grow. Followers believe that the world of Norath gave birth to Tuner, and from her all life sprung forth. Thus, by worshipping and protecting the land, followers are paying homage and respect to the mother of their mother, who in turn protects and provides for them. Followers of Tuner seems very druidic in nature, will fight to the death to protect nature in all its forms. Many druids, rangers, and a great number of elves follow the path of Tuner. I think deities affect equipment, base quests, and factions. This is where you start. Surefall Glade near Quenos in western Antoncia is home to the human and a half-elf rangers and the druids of Karana, and known as the jagged pine tree folk. These druids and rangers operate under their own rules and have a tendency to serve, revere, and respect nature. So we're going to fly in the face of that and be a necromancer instead. Necromancers are servant of the dark gods, which maybe doesn't entirely fit with that, but whatever. Studying ancient and mysterious tones to gain power over the world and the dead. Necromancers are primarily a magic-using class with the ability to wear cloth armor and wield blunt weapons and daggers. Necromancers are able to raise the dead, commanding them to do their bidding and aid them in battle. A skeletal servant often accompanies the necromancer in her adventures. Why is it only her? Adventures throughout Norath. Necromancers have mastered the powers of poison and disease, allowing them to assault their enemies with damaging afflictions. Oh, so you'll have a little damage over time aspect too, that savage their vitality over time. Necromancers learn to control and mimic the dead, allowing them to escape harm. I wish we could do that and not die. Give me like a feigned death or soul stone or something. Convert, although I wasn't allowed to use soul stones in my permadeath WoW characters. Allowing them to escape harm, or like an Ankh as a shaman. Convert their health to mana, and bend the minds of the undead to serve their own cause. Yeah, watch before I kill myself by doing like a life tap that turns my health to mana, but it'll let that be the fatal blow too. The power of shadow also is within the domain of the necromancer, with all spells that bind and choke their enemies in darkness, hide the necromancer in a cloak of invisibility, and teleport through the shadows to escape danger. They are a very self-sufficient class and often choose to adventure alone, once again, though they can provide great value to a group as well. The necromancer is an excellent choice for the independent player who enjoys a variety of abilities. That does sound good. Okay, let me try to be very safe here. Although I don't feel like I'm doing anything that wrong. Just one enemy randomly is fucking way stronger than the rest, even of the same level. Or I just keep aggroing too many together. I thought I died to the wolf, so I kind of just accepted my fate after that, but I should really stop ignoring stuff. But let's just get to the loving zone, and it won't be as punishing as the last one, because the first one did seem very easy to deal with. You just fight level 1s. Okay, so you already start with some abilities here. Spells. You have minor. Oh, you have to sit down. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that somewhere. You have to sit down to look at your spell book or something, even in the middle of like a dungeon or a raid. There's something like that where you regenerate mana in combat by doing this, which is pretty unique. Level 1 skill Abjuration, mana 10, 2.5 second cast, target self. It's like a shield. Surrounds your body a magical shield, increasing your hit points and armor class. On you, you feel armored. On other, what is that? Soan Sando is surrounded by a translucent shield. Life tab. Oh, look. I actually copied the ability name. Oh, shit. Level 1, alteration. Mana 8, 1.5 second cast. Magic minus 200. Target life tap, yes. Reflectable, yes. Range 200. Drains your target of life energy, siphoning between 4 and 6 hit points. You feel your life force drain away on others. So, I don't know if you can use it on enemies or not. Like, you're just, like, life steal almost. Life drain instead of life tap. Makes you feel like you can only use it on yourself. Let's go out, try to find a leveling zone again. So none of those involve summoning a skeleton just yet, so I'm sure that comes later. They'll at least let you start with a weak one. Or I wonder if you'll be able to have like a ton of them. Probably not, but Freeport West. You'd think you'd be able to tell by the map, like it's probably there. Desert. Where am I? Little green dot. Let's go around. Be good music here. Cool seeing all these starting zones and stuff too. Get variety. So even the races I'll only get like one chance at. So at some point I have to actually take it a little more seriously. I guess the warrior was not the most suited for what I want to do anyway though. Both of these even say in the description that, oh, they're like solo classes, which is perfect. I assume this would be the same thing. So there'll be a loading screen, and then we'll get killed by like 2 scorpions that aggro together, of course. Let's see if they do that rhyming joke again. Zeph and Orphine. Oh, maybe not. Okay, loading, please wait. The first one was like a forest, then it's like a frost area. You can resize your bags. Yeah, we saw that one. Gardulin. Here we go. It's gonna be a fucking snake shenanigans too. Just like something will spawn and aggro like right away. Although I don't really want to use melee stuff either. Life tab. Now is that doing it to me or is it doing it to him? It's doing it to him. What happened? Oh, the guard killed it for me. I guess you could kind of cheese it if that still gives you experience by letting the guards kill everything for you. So if I do this, well, maybe that's not always going to work, but we got to check their level too. Yeah, I guess you should kind of stay within range of the guards if you're clowning up and dying so easily every time. A Death Fist Pawn. So I can do that, but then what do I do? Do I actually want to bother doing this? Like, I can't do anything else. Your auto attack seems to cancel itself, or maybe I'm just too impatient. I could do the shield, but more importantly, I just want to see, like, maybe you just keep spamming life tap. Maybe that's actually the style of play. That seems to do a pretty good amount of damage. Small cloth gloves. You can stab them. Where did that go? Oh, you just auto-equip them if you have nothing in the slot? Yeah, I guess I'll stay closer to the guards. That is the best idea. Level 2. I don't want to fuck with the level 2. And you gotta watch your mana, obviously. I have 20. Yeah, this... you'll be mine soon. One of these fucking skeletons. Is this an enemy? Level 3. Okay. Just hang back a little bit. Oh, this looks like a fucking... This is the area that gives you the best visibility of how big the world is, kind of thing. Like with the forest, there was so much brush over the top that you couldn't really see too far. And the same thing with the darkly lit, you know, snow area. This just seems like the whole fucking wide world here. The view distance is pretty good, too. I'm just trying to think, like, if I was playing this in fucking whenever, 1999 or whenever it came out, if it really would have looked like this. Level 1. And of course, we can pull stuff back. So what is like the cooldown on this? Oh, but my mana is going to be kind of an issue too. Right click on the NPC to consider it. What is the cooldown? What is the range? It didn't even do it. Where are the guards? I always want to be very close to them. It's changed a lot. What, like even the classic one? Like they improved it? Visually and stuff? Level 1, bat. Level 1, rodent. Am I going to die to a rat? Okay, so we get the spell off. But then what prevents me from just spamming it? You can almost just do that. You just got to make sure you have enough mana, which I might not right now. We'll try to finish it with the dagger, but I might not be able to. Or I'll try to get in maybe one more hit. Guess you got to trust the melee a bit more than what I'm doing, but... yeah. Rat foot. Are you sure you wish to drop it on the ground? Okay, whatever. So the biggest thing is we gotta... oh, maybe I gotta meditate on my spell book to let my mana come back quicker. Let's see if that happens. 41%, 58... oh, yeah. Beautiful. So you don't even have to, like, eat or drink food, although that might help, too. You can just sit. Gameplay is probably a little closer to the classic times. Visually, it's not. Okay, let's see what this is. Level 1. Hit him with this, and we can maybe back up a little bit. Wait, why did that take up 50% of my mana, though? Do it again. There is some weird thing where it seems to, like, auto-untarget stuff or something. And we have the guards to escape if we're a pussy. Okay, nothing to loot. So let's keep using that sit command to do it. Oh, that's the little piece of loot I dropped, I guess. So let's just level up and learn a fucking skeleton spell. Level 2, I'm sure they'll give it to you that early. Liddy the Great. Level 3, quite a gamble. But this is just like a... why would I fight them? Right-click NPC to consider it. You no longer have a target. It treats everything like you just want to attack it all the time. Level 1. We got the guards right there, so I don't even have to worry about it. Yeah, we'll do the life tap. Gets me down to 50% mana. Okay, we get him to 50% like that, and then I can just auto-attack. I think he is a necromancer. What if I try to cast like mid-combat like this? It seems to take up different amounts of mana sometimes. Because the first one always does like 50%, but then I can do it, and then I still have some left. Oh, we got to make sure we're patient with the... I mean, I played a mage, which is all, you know, notorious about having to always sit down and drink water after every fight. So I'm very patient, but... I actually didn't even find it that annoying, but everybody complains about it. That's why one of the mage spells is just to conjure water, even to be able to offset the cost of having to buy it, I guess. Even your health goes up at a decent rate. Maybe. Yeah. How far am I from like level 2? Consider whom? Myself. What is it again? Inventory. Level 1. I guess it does take a little... I guess I assume the first few levels will be super fast, but not necessarily. Level 4, don't want to fuck with him. Large rats, level 1. You do it once. Okay, so now it's not 50%. I don't know how that works. I don't want to accidentally use it on myself, although I don't know exactly how that works anyway. Pretty cool animation on there. 35%, 24%. Seems like there's a lot of mitigation going on. I guess we don't have like floating combat text in the way you might expect. Finish him off with that. So you're just trying to buy time with the dagger more than anything. Feel bad for dying as that last chick though. That seemed like a very fun class, the Beastmaster. Both of these based around pets, though, obviously. Regen numbers are odd. It's based on ticks, which is 6 seconds. And if you move or sit on the regen tick, you can lose some of the benefit of the sit tick versus standing tick. Interesting. Yeah, see, in WoW, sitting increases your regen, but then also eating and drinking. I don't know how eating and drinking benefits you here. I'm sure that just increases the rate of it more. But yeah, this is pretty good for just not even using any resource. All you have to do is sit down, and you get so much of it back. Level 2. Level 1. Okay, let's do this one. See, what is that? Q. It's like I'm hitting myself, so it treats it as... It's like the Oblivion meme with the crab. Like, there's a crab on the radar, and it plays the intense combat music. I just accidentally try to attack myself, and it does that. This guy's going a little bit too far. There's certainly not, like, too many players or anything, like, where, oh, you know, they're gonna have to put you in an instance zone to have enough enemies to fight and stuff. Okay, down to 53, and now we lose our ability to cast spells for a little bit. Attack him with that. Life tap, casting time up at the top. Down to 18. Yeah, so the melee should not be something you're relying on too much. I don't want to really chase them, because then I feel like I always aggro something else. Okay. Get out of there. I don't know fully how the group aggroing thing works, but that's what's gotten me killed, I think, both times. Yeah, go ahead and sit down. This will probably get more annoying as you get to a higher level and you have higher stats, but for now, it's pretty quick. You're not welcome in Freeport. Let your death be a warning to those who oppose the Freeport militia. Okay, is this guy level 1, level 2? Don't want to fuck with him. I'll be very strict about staying within a 1 level range for now, I suppose. Level 1. Do that once. Do it again. Or it didn't. What? Sometimes I just lose track of the targeting. I keep trying to do it, whatever. And now we better back up a little bit. We could let the guards finish them. And I think it'll still probably give you a share of the experience. I haven't really tried the shield ability so far, but I don't feel like I really need it. I like your health regen, even during combat isn't too bad. But see, now it's just gonna somehow kill me. You just go on like this very dry streak, which with this class, at least you can't complain because you're not a melee class, but like 5 or 6 hits just miss in a row and you just go full mitigation tilt mode. Your regen as a necromancer scales nicely with level. Oh, whoops. Music is very low-key, ambient. The life tap is an offensive spell. But it makes it seem like you can use it on yourself, right? Turn health into mana. I don't really understand exactly how that works. Like, let's say I do it now. I guess I don't really care to use it like that yet anyway. Guard Sheg, a wolf. Level 3, too strong. Another NPC there. You can always pull stuff back a bit, but this seems a little bit dangerously far away. Oh, so you must be going out of range. There's no error speech to tell you that, but... So we go here, and then... You do it again. The Death Fist Pawn shouldn't do anything. Right? I got no grudge with him. Maybe I should move... Where does it show? Yeah, this is maybe what's confusing me. I should move this somewhere a little more clear, like I had it up here. Because I keep feeling like I lose the target, then I get it back, then I lose it again every fight. It's almost like when you cast a spell, it seems like it resets targeting for some reason automatically. Let this get back up. This is probably not at all the most efficient way to start playing this, but there is a certain amount of grinding though in every MMO that you have to accept. So it doesn't even bother me. So we go, let's do 4 and then see what happens to our targeting. Does the bat stay there? It stays there. You're waiting for the cooldown, you do it again. The bat is still targeted, so maybe it's just my imagination. My health is okay. These things shouldn't really attack me, but the bat might. That mechanic makes me very nervous. How they all vouch for each other and help out. Okay, my melee being weak here is not something I can really even be bothered by. You should expect that. You get a spell at a later level with your Lich line of spells that convert HP to mana over time until you click it off. It can kill you. Combined with your life-stealing abilities, turns you into a little monster of a mana battery. Yeah, so very Warlock similar. Large Rat, level 1. I think the guards are going to intervene here, though. Casting time, life tap. So, can I do it a third time or not? Not right away. Not getting the kind of weapon upgrades that we saw last time. My weapons that I can use are probably more limited, though. Like, you can't use a heavy two-handed mace, I bet. You can finish them off with a life tap. I should actually read it. What is the mana cost and stuff? If I open the spellbook while I sit down, then 8 mana. So this is all percentages. Let me look at my character screen. 8 mana out of 24. So you should be able to do it 3 times. 8, 16, 24. Minor shielding. Let me see how good the shield is. And like how long it lasts and stuff. 12 minutes. Oh, that's like a buff you just want to keep on all the time. Or wait, oh fuck, I think I clicked it off. I thought it would be like just a very temporary thing. Minor shielding, so it didn't do anything that time. 12 minutes. In 2 seconds, okay. So now, you may as well just fight all the time with that. Okay, I kind of misunderstood how that worked. General, small HP, and AC buff. 70% mana. Let me see if I can't cast it 3 times. That seems to be correct. Should be exactly 3. Level 2 I don't want. Level 3 I don't want. Rodent here. Yeah, you do it once. You wait for the cooldown. Do it again. 1, 2, and... Huh. Whatever. It seems like you're a little short on the third one. I'll pull it back a bit. You'd totally be like the Oblivion combat music meme, though. It's so intense over a little fucking rat already. I guess we can't loot this one. A rodent's corpse. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Just basically what you should do is you should overshoot your level, in fact. Get to like level 3 before you start fighting level 2, is just so you're extra safe. And then obviously as I get more abilities, it'll be a lot safer too. 2 seconds left. So yeah, that shield I should just keep on all the time. Like demon skin or something. You don't have to do it during combat. Level 1. Oh shit, I started a little low on mana, so I can't even do it twice. Shit, what am I doing in chat? The fuck? I'm trying to press T to auto attack. Look at me. You should still be able to do another one of these. %. Now I could just die here. Like somehow it just goes wrong very fast. I need like an in combat just potion clutch ability to save me. Or like I can sacrifice my skeleton later to, you know, give me full health or something. Those seem kind of out of place. Those icons. What is that thing? An hourglass. You are not in combat and may rest at any time. 9 minutes left on that. Go ahead and target this guy. Is he level 1? He's level 2. I'm just not going to take any more chances. I've already fucking died too much. So we shouldn't fight him from this angle, but oh, they're going to fucking kill steal. Surprised how few players there are, though. You'd think there'd always be some in these starting zones. It couldn't be instants, because I think we saw 1 or 2 at least in the Everfrost area. Yeah, so we go like that. I think the guard's just gonna come in here and kill it. So somehow I'm not understanding the mana value exactly because oh, it doesn't even let you loot it because the guard killed it. That's fair. Level 3. I think it might give you probably still some experience though. Let's see what my level's at. 70%. Okay, we're almost level 2. Would be our first time leveling up, I think. I don't think I leveled up on the first guy. Stay as close to the wall as we can. Now, why is this guy attacking me? Why? I can use the guard to try to save me from that. Backpedal away to victory. Oh, shit. I do like how much regen we get even in combat to potentially save me. That's just unfair. Like, how could he just do that? Alright, this would be a level 1. But we got to sit down a little bit. That'll be how I die. I'll just forget that I actually have to stop after a fight. So that may actually be a mechanic in some dungeons and stuff where you actually have to like jump over stuff in combat, because why else would it be a combat-based mechanic or like a whole stat in and of itself with stamina? You don't just do it just because you're like ADD like me and you just have to spam something all the time. There's actually a resource associated with it. Although you can't seem to sprint. Which makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't expect you to be able to, but... Yeah, let's kill the stupid snake. And if the guard comes in, I don't really care, but I guess I have to push out a little bit more. If you had enough mana, you could just spam that. See, we get on a little dry mitigation trend there. It takes up like 30 some odd %. It must just be like slightly over. Like it takes up like 8.1 mana or something very intricate like that. It'd take me like a year to just get through this desert area. Of course, you theoretically could do like the old wetlands run concept, like, oh, I'll just go to Everfrost as this character now and take revenge on the skeletons, right? I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do that. It might be difficult to, but you can have like a mage or somebody open a portal for you or something. I wonder if you sit without doing that, would that have the same effect on your mana as the... You are resting and recovering health, mana, endurance at an increased rate. So maybe you don't have to look at the spellbook. Either way. Oh, like, I think what they said was, like, the spellbook covers your vision. So, like, you can't see what's happening on the screen while you do this. Which I guess it wouldn't matter, because you can't move anyway. So it's not like, oh, you can dodge the boss's attacks and stuff while you're resting. Okay, so we'll do this once. You need to use the spell... You used to need the spellbook open. And did it used to block the whole screen too? I remember somebody making fun of that from some game. Maybe it wasn't this one, but it used to block the whole screen. So now you can watch yourself get hit by the AoE explosion because you can't move anyway, instead of just being able to plausible deniability and say, oh, I couldn't see it. Back in the 800 by 600 days. 66%, 83%. Okay, should be pretty damn close to level 2. Level 1 Necromancer, Inno is where I am, right? Rador is my name. Reclaim crystals. I think my bags are probably pretty much full. We'll go find a shop, sell some stuff, maybe learn a spell. Try to go a little bit far away, but not too much. I guess I really learned the importance of the guards here already. I don't even care if they kill steal some stuff. Small price to pay. See, now I have enough to be able to do it again, but oftentimes I don't. Need like a wand or something that feels more like you're actually a spellcaster to be able to finish them off instead of just hitting them with a dagger. Level 4, don't want to fuck with that. Snake, level 2. So even when I'm level 2, maybe I'll still fight level 1s, but at least I won't fight level 3s or anything. Let's sit down. I gotta get more in the habit of doing that. I keep feeling like I have to use an item to do it, but you don't, thankfully. Like drink water or something. The selling was very straightforward. We saw somebody in the woods to do that with. Oh, the guard's obviously going to kill it here. Oh, I tried to cast it there. Yeah, try again. Target's target is myself. You can't do it again there. I love how it's just one-shotting stuff too with that whatever other weapon I got. Orc Pawn Pick. Maybe I do have a weapon upgrade here actually. I haven't really been paying attention. Because it's not the kind of class you think of that way. Warrior Paladin, Necromancer is able to use it. So the damage is 2 versus damage is 3. So it's not necessarily better unless it has some kind of other effect. Works as a mining pick too, let's say. Primary, secondary, every race, every class pretty much. Item is placeable in yards, guild yards, houses, and guild halls. Okay, let's go ahead and kill the rat if it's level 1. Yes, it is. Large rat. Okay, Q, I gotta stop doing Q, because I keep trying to do it to strafe. That is an ingrained habit. So let's just make sure we don't aggro anything else. That's the only movement thing that's missing here, is being able to do Q and E to strafe. Maybe there is some other button to do it, but... So the snake shouldn't have an alliance with the rat, so we should be safe. That is always the biggest troll, when, like, you hit a snake and then there's 2 other snakes that'll just come and kill you. Or what did we do with the, I think the skeleton? But then that was supposedly something else too, like a level 9 thing that just trolled me in Everfrost. Yeah, that seemed way more punishing though, because there were like hardly any level 1 enemies. Both this one and the forest were pretty nice to start. Level 2, level 2. Look at that view distance. That's actually beautiful, impressive. I'm glad they have these servers though still. The whatever classic progressive thing that they do. I feel like every game should always have that, but I guess especially for some they probably can't afford it because they're like their game's fucking dying anyway, so why would they bother? But that's often a good way to get interest back in it. Like Blizzard made so much fucking money just from re-releasing, you know, all the classic stuff. And even adding microtransactions to it all over again. Or, I mean, for the first time, because they never used to have those. Like, the $15 sub fee isn't enough. Like, even this I had to pay for, but that's fine. Level 1. But that means I... Kind of risky. What do you mean? Why would that be... Yeah, I leveled up and it's saying it's a bit risky to fight a level 1 now. What is it talking about? Whatever, let me go find his shop and stuff. Maybe go find my trainer again. East Freeport. You can make hot buttons for easy access to spells, abilities, and items. Yeah, it's called 1 through 10 over here. Mellow, but there is also some weird thing here you can do. Abilities page. Exterminator Larky. Who would be somebody I could just sell shit to here? Songbird doesn't really sound like it. Right click seems to always be the interact button. I just think that red always makes me so nervous. Is he gonna attack an NPC? I mean, even this. Oh, here we go. Necromancer spells. It's just that easy. But I won't have enough money unless I can just sell shit to anybody. Oh, that's convenient. Raw hide, sell. Sell both. Death fist, palm scalp. Bat wing. Rat whiskers. Snake egg. Snake scales. And then let's see what's in the backpack. I don't really understand what this is, though, if it's not the backpack. Like, where is this going? This we didn't really need. Bandages are good to keep, I guess. Rat foot, although I haven't really used them or tried to use them. I assume you wouldn't really be able to in combat anyway, so... Skin of milk and bread cakes, basically food and water. You probably increase your regen further. So let's actually look at these. What level 2 spell can I get here? So they start at 21, but the... Wait, what? Purchase and sell, recover. Oh, he's showing all the shit that I gave him, too. So maybe I can't get any of these yet? 4P5G 56C. So it goes platinum, gold, silver, copper. Oh, like they're rubbing in my mockery of platinum in my face. Where any game that has that as like a rank, like in a card game, get the platinum rank, the rank that everybody forgets even exists. It just looks so bland. Like, it looks almost like just a different shade of silver. So these are all very high level spells, and this is all just the shit that I gave him. So there's actually nothing that I can learn. And it's way too expensive, obviously. Magician spells. That can't be right. There must be some other way. Some other trainer or something. Scent of Shadow. Scroll. There must be some lesser trainer. This must be a late game one. Starting at level 21. A Town Crier. Black Hammer, some random NPCs. Let's try to retrace our steps and go back to kind of where we started. I'm sure there must be a shopkeeper or something. Regards you indifferently, what would you like your tombstone to say? Cleric spells, druid spells. Like, will it even let me look at those? It will. So all these start at a pretty high level, so there must be some other way to get them. I probably should have just read the opening whatever message it wanted me to read, but true blind playthrough. This feels like this is something you have to at least try once. Although I wouldn't even say like I'm a huge fan of MMOs, because I really haven't played that many in the big picture. It's kind of like my experience with anime. It's like I haven't seen that many, but the ones I have seen, I've seen like multiple times or whatever. Like, I really like them. Like, I only see the really ones that have a great following or that I know are going to be good. So like with MMOs, I played Tibia back in the day, which is even older than this, but I didn't play it that long, like that old. 97 I think it came out, but I played it like in the early 2000s, and then I played obviously WoW a ton, and that's almost it. I played RuneScape a little bit, and what else? I think I tried a lot of them like very briefly, but maybe kind of like this. But where the fuck did I start here? I don't think it was down below there. Pretty nice town. Kind of upbeat music. This should just be a shop where I can sell stuff. Oh no, I already sold stuff to him. So whatever little coven we started in must have a low level trainer. We don't really have like a heartstone that we could just go back to base. Tattered note. The Dismal Rage has need of your dark skills. Take the note to Opal Darkbriar. He has a job for you. Dismal Rage is currently operating in the slums of East Freeport. That is like our first class quest. Very similar to how you always get like some kind of weird scroll or note to give to your trainer early in WoW too. Some things are a little bit too on the nose, where it does feel like they... I guess sometimes you lose a little bit of respect that way. It's like with Psych and the Mentalist. It's okay that the Mentalist copies the premise of a psychic detective from Psych, but they didn't have to copy like exact episode plot lines. Like there's one involving a bomb that's like verbatim copied the script exactly. Like that's how they catch the killer at the end in both, where like they act like, oh no, the bomb's out of control and only the killer could defuse it. So oh no, what are we gonna do? We're gonna die. And then they obviously choke under the pressure and do it. You are too fatigued to jump. Freeport West, Freeport West. So we want to go to Freeport East. What's the guy's name? Opal something? I don't know how the quest tracking works as far as the map, but I'm sure I can just figure it out for now. At least as far as like what is east. Sewers, West Freeport, Freeport Sewers. God damn, the sewers are bigger than the city. Where is east? It doesn't even say it. I guess you can just kind of deduce. It's obviously going to be on this side. It's basically just where you started, probably. I just kind of ignored it. I mean, you could theoretically do the whole thing like that. Right, I could just keep going now. Kill level 2s and kill level 3s, but at least you want to have some interaction with NPCs. Freeport West. How could this still be? I mean, I guess that means that the bottom is east. Where's my little green thing here? Let's go down. Map isn't too bad. It's kind of overwhelming at first because everything, the text overlaps with itself when you're zoomed out. Where are we now? Keep losing track of my little green dot. Where the fuck am I? Huh? I was up near the top trying to go down. Now I'm going near the water. Where the hell did I end up? I mean, you won't die if you just jump in the water because you can swim. You can apparently even dive too, but I don't know exactly how to do that. This would be like a fast travel type of mechanic. You go on a boat. I don't know what stage in the progression this is at either. It's probably pretty late of even the classic sort of venture. This is going to be like a player training up their fishing. Level 8. Or maybe not. Translocator Setacan. Smithing supplies. So if that was west, either this is east or just the bottom is east. I guess there is no compass to really clue you in. East Freeport map. Oh, it's even saying that I'm there. But I completely lost track of where I was when I started. There must be some kind of quest tracker or whatever, but it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. Freeport West is just telling you, I guess, where it is. East Freeport. Where would it be amongst all these fucking buildings? I don't know what that pink is either. It must be on like a different floor, like above or below. What does that say? Oh, maybe we should do the old Destiny and be in first person in towns and then, you know, third person in combat or vice versa. Pottery supplies. It's a random building you can't go inside of. Yeah, this game has the option to go in first and third person, but modern games still don't have that. Even an MMO from the fucking Dark Ages has it. Like, Anthem doesn't let you do that at will. So many fucking modern games don't let you do that. Especially shooters should always let you do that. Even GTA did it, which wasn't really expected. I'm just going out in the middle of nowhere now. There is a pretty good variety in the starting zone. Somehow I didn't expect there to be... I don't know. For some reason I had it in my head that they'd all be like kind of shared. And then obviously diverge as you get to a higher level, but... I really don't know where the fuck I went. Okay, this is just nothing. That'll be our quest of the day. Just find the trainer or find this Opal guy. It says it's in the slums of East Freeport, but that doesn't give me a very good indication. Good way to kind of just explore the town and get acclimated with it. We even found the Necromancer trainer, so I was hoping like, oh, he's going to teach me my level 2 spells, but I guess there aren't any till level 21. So there must be some other way to do it, or maybe there just really aren't any spells for that long, but that couldn't be. That'd be insane. Or maybe you just have to buy them as basic scroll items from somebody else. Or find them. So it's almost like a crapshoot, like you're not guaranteed to get them. It could work like that. Coalition of Trade Folk. I wouldn't really want to use the auction house though. Melee augments. Yeah, upgrade my dinky little dagger. Of course, everything's going to cost way too much too. So platinum is the highest form of money. Thinking back to Tibia, it goes like... I actually forget. It goes like gold, platinum, and then crystal. I think crystal coins are the highest. Bard songs, Beast Lord spells. Freeport West, which means I must be in Freeport East now. Still. Damn, I was trying to remember, like... That's just my first instinct. I just run straight out into the fucking desert with no regard for what, you know, your starting zone or your starting area is. She's got to be in some shady looking building. Wizard spells, shaman spells. You can actually see what they are, at least. They don't tell you to just shoo and scourge. That sounds like a spell I should use. Level needed. Oh, it is shared. Shaman and necromancer. Oh, that's interesting. So there are shared spells between classes. That'll be 8 platinum, 6 gold, 2 silver, 2 copper for scourge. Freeport West. There's a million signs for Freeport West, but 0 signs for Freeport East. Entering West. Oh, I guess we're just in it. We're already in it. Coin does not have weight, so feel free to load up on copper. Yeah, thank God, too. Otherwise, that'd just be stupid. Or you just have to convert it to a higher currency, obviously. Or it probably just automatically does it, maybe. You could right-click it in Tibia and actually change it at will. Trader's Holiday. General supplies again. What looks like the slum area? We went to the docks. Or you can kind of strafe by doing this. Like I'm holding down the mouse and then hitting left. You don't always strafe, but occasionally. Alchemy supplies, baking supplies. Tavern with nobody in there. Yeah, compare EverQuest to Morrowind and compare World of Warcraft to Oblivion, like the two single player games of their time versus the MMO, where like the MMO is just as, I mean, despite how good obviously those single player games are, that shows you just the depth of an MMO, that there's so much bigger and so much more to them. I guess what I always wanted was like a combination of both. Like, give me that many classes and that much shit to do still, but even in a single player game too. A town crier. Can't reach that, get closer. This is a little bit tricky. Baking supplies. So we're in East Freeport the whole time. Now it's just a question of finding the slums. West Freeport, West Freeport. I really can't remember. Freeport West. I guess you could make another character to see exactly where it was. Come on, it can't be that hard to find. Shit, that's why you actually just should do it at the beginning. Or at least commit it to memory. Here's the one town crier. Just go in like every single building. Where am I now? Very easy to lose track of that little green thing on the map. It doesn't like auto lock to your position or auto center. We've seen a lot of shops. We saw the Necromancer trainer out there, but that must just not be something you're supposed to worry about yet. I like how everybody just threatens you. I'm just looking at the guy, dude. But I guess they assume you're checking them out the same way you would check out an enemy with the intention to kill it. So how much money do I actually have? I have one... Wait, I already have one gold coin? How could that be? And on the nose? That's kind of weird. Smithing supplies, bartender. What are you going to say? Mead, short ale, bunch of food items. Bartender. Thank God it's not quick to move, at least. So that's the biggest thing with old MMOs that unfortunately a lot of them have. Even a lot of good ones have. I guess in Tibia you could move with the arrow keys and stuff, but it was a little bit stunted. It didn't actually bother me too much there, but RuneScape was just... I just couldn't deal with it. Even when it was not so old, you know. It's just an unfortunate trade-off. Of course, you could just play the new version of EverQuest, which they were obviously advertising some other expansion for as I was trying to do this, but what's the point? You know, this is new to me just the same. Okay, I need to do this in a systematic way. Just go building the building. I can't even find where I am, though. Like, I'm running into a wall. So where? You'd think it was... Oh, here we go. The West Freeport is all on the other side. Freeport sewers could be it. I'm just going to stay on the map screen the whole time. It could be like a slumish area. Layers visible, 1, 2, 3. I'm sure at the beginning they give you a whole bunch of spells. Like, give me the skeleton spell. It might not give it to me for a while, but... Just like with the hunter, you're not going to get or the beast lord, you're not going to get it till like maybe level 10 or something. I don't feel like I started here, but let's take a look maybe. Why would you be going up into the sewer? Level 50. You steal from a chest, he'll just kill you. How about that? Dial wind shot. General, wait, what the fuck? Maybe I'm right. I didn't even try to do anything though. I was just joking. Oh, what? Now he's gonna chase me all around town? I literally didn't even do anything to him. I did something to the other guy, like where I right-clicked on him and stuff. But I guess I could just go outside if he's really gonna just chase me forever. At least he didn't one-shot me or something. The other guy was level 50, so if he had been, he probably would have. The slums. Kind of hard to distinguish. It's not like there's going to be a sign that says slums over here. West Freeport. God damn. Pretty decent sized city, though. Should I push my luck with that? Let's die from fall damage. Go into like a sneak mode there. What the fuck is this, dude? The guards don't seem to give a shit one way or another. They're just staying out of it. I better just go back outside. I'm sure he won't chase me through the loading screen. I swear I didn't even do anything to this one. Coalition of Trade Folk. At least now we got confirmation that you can piss NPCs off. And just get killed by them. But I could try to fight back, but then who knows what's going to happen. And maybe they chase you literally forever. Because we were trying to get out of the aggro zone of the snakes earlier too, and I couldn't seem to do it. So either they just chase you forever or for a very long time. He'll really chase me all across the map. Oh, if he comes outside too, I don't know what I'm gonna do. The guards won't save me this time. So he wants me to go to a slum in East Freeport. There are no mob leashes. That is an interesting dynamic. If you aggro something higher level, you just have to either zone out, or I guess you have to go to the guards, assuming there are going to be guards everywhere that you need them to be. Shift A will bring up your auras window. I'm sure he won't come through here, but maybe he will. I guess we can just keep going in and out. Let's just kill some more random stuff then. Level 1. But you might win. I don't know why it's a risk now. That's almost like a bugged text option. It wasn't a risk when I was level 1, but it's a risk now. I guess I could just keep leveling up, but I kind of... Wow, look at that fucking gold mine of a rat. Now, let me just try to find the trainer. Or whatever this Opus guy is. Let's see if there's a quest tracker. You would think there might be. Adventurers perk, gain experience bonus, and more. How did we see it? Little scroll here. Dismal Rage has need of your dark skills. This is amazing. Take the note to Opal Darkbriar. She has a job for you. The Dismal Rage is currently operating in the slums of East Freeport. Okay, I'm going to go to each building here. Which this isn't even really anything. So it shows up like that even if there is no entryway. Why can't you just fucking do it for me, dude? Give me some level 2 spell. Level 21 for like fucking 4 platinum and stuff. Magician spells, enchanter spells. Okay, just go one by one. This is just like a little outpost. No big deal. Okay, we go around. So we trace this outside near the desert. So there's nothing there, guaranteed. Now, we just go systematically. Just don't cross over into West Freeport. This might be the slum area. It's going to be something in the pink, like where you have to cross over into another part of it. I don't know how fall damage works, so I don't want to risk dying by doing that. Let's just go down that way. There might actually be a quick to move option. It just seems like one of those kind of games, but at least you don't have to do it. What is this? Hallard's resales. Seems like something that might fit in a slum, like a pawn shop. Weapons. Militia members. I don't know why that guy just attacked me randomly like that. I really didn't do jack shit to him. So where did I cross over into? We got to keep track. Where was I just then? I went through there. I was intending to actually go down. Safely here. Or wait, what? Oh, this is a totally another part then. Okay, let's start here. Go section by section. This is like a major city or some shit. So it's only reasonable to not know where everything is right away. They even have that as a meme, like in WoW, like, oh, this is the casualized version of MMOs to such an extent that the guards exist as a sole purpose to tell you where everything is. Like, you can talk to any guard and they'll just tell you, like, you can ask them, where is this, where is that? Which was a great feature actually to have, but Necromancer spells. You're gonna have 2 trainers. Oh, but this is a higher... Okay, so that at least proves to me that there's gonna be different level sets. So that was like 21 to 40, maybe. This is 40 to 48. Necromancer, Guildmaster. Oh, here's Opal. We found him. But who the hell is gonna teach me spells still? One-handed blunt. Awful. I don't know how you can tell if you already have it. A level 20 dodge. You have increased your skill in one-handed blunt. Practice is 9. Okay. One-handed blunt, two-handed blunt, abjuration, alteration. So what is this spell considered? This is... Go to my spell book. This is alteration. So, I mean, just for the time being, at least, it would be justifiable to do that. Alteration, abjuration, bind wound, channeling. I mean, conjuration would be nice, but I don't know if I have a... Here, I'll just commit to this for now. Hopefully you can respec too. Practice is 4. Train to the limit. Okay, let's just do conjuration because we know that's going to be associated with summoning stuff. So let's turn in the quest, which I don't even know how to do. Good journey to you. What does it want me to do once I find them? She has a job for you. Okay, does she? Oh, I didn't even look at the rest of the stuff. Specialized conjuration, you got to get to level 20, hand to hand. There must be some other interaction menu here. Or you must have to like say something in text. Or I must have to drag the thing to her. I guess I haven't done anything resembling a quest so far. Common tongue. One-handed blunt. Get that wind up on the jump. At least I know where she is now. Let me commit that to memory. So she's in the bottom left corner. Not that hard to remember. Necromancer spells. Please, please, please. Level 10. Fuck. Why do they have so many? They have 2 in the same room. Or maybe you have to get to level 10 before you can do it. You have multiple guild masters too. Fine, we'll just farm out to level 10 like we were doing. If that's what they want me to do. Scent of Dusk. 2 gold. Somehow I already have 1 gold, which I wouldn't have expected to be the case. Heart Flutter. Where's the one involving summoning skeleton? Shadow Compact. Allure of Death. Level needed. Grips your body in an unholy darkness, draining your hit points. Oh, here we go. Level 18. Dominate Undead. Commands an undead creature to do your bidding temporarily, but that would imply that you would need to fight one first. Maybe you can't do it as early as I would think. It could just be as simple as that. You just don't learn spells till level 10. You just have to deal with whatever your base stuff is, which is fine, I guess. So how the fuck do you do a quest? Spells, hot buttons, friends, options, inventory, actions. Here. Camp, sit, find, abilities, combat page, socials page, AFK feedback, hail, consider, GM list, duel. You get a pet at level 1. Really? What the? Well, probably from doing the quest. Common tongue, pottery, begging. Yeah, we need to learn how to beg her to actually acknowledge us. We did the little training for what that's worth. Find. Oh, maybe this would be one of those things that would tell you where everything is. Gotta find the right spell merchant. Well, there's 2 necromancers here and 1 that we already saw. So that's a bit of a troll. Shadow Knight. Sounds like a very cool class. I don't even know exactly what that would be. This guy's level 10, so at least that's within our reach. I would totally just do that too. I wouldn't be able to find it, so I would just get to level 10 with this, which... Oh, here we go. How many do you need, dude? Level 3, Necro Warrior Mix. Oh, thank God. Mika Fugas. I still can't figure out how to do that quest, though. Do I even have enough? 4 silver, 5 copper. Sense the Dead. Invisibility versus Undead. Reclaim Energy, so we can learn any of these. So just for monetary purposes, let's see if we have a rating bones. I guess we could just learn all of them. It almost seems like. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I guess why not? Done. That'll be 4 copper. So did I get it? Doesn't seem like it. Or do you just automatically learn it? I guess they would say, have you seen the spell Invisibility versus Undead I just got in? What am I doing? Oh, I'm not clicking buy. I'm just clicking done. Okay, so this will be our... So every trainer is here except for one randomly out in the center of town. Caverating Bones by 1. Hold Light. I think we can afford all of them. Disease Cloud. Or maybe I can't. Okay, maybe I overestimated how much money I had. Whatever, at least we'll have something. Caverating Bones and Cold Light. Let's see what those do. Conjuration, 15 seconds, 5 seconds self-cast. Animates an undead servant from the remnants of the fallen. Cast is 5 seconds. Consumes bone chips when cast. On other. So on Sando, whatever, animates an undead servant. So, bone chips. I don't know exactly how you would get those. I guess you could farm it by killing skeletons. So, why did I think I had more money than what I did? Oh, maybe it's 10 silver, not 100 silver for each gold. Skeletons. Sense the dead. Okay, at least I got one, even if by accident. Okay, now at least we have a path of what I want to do. Now, beyond that... Oh, here, let's bind them to the taskbar, too. Or... assign social, change size... Spells. Can't click and drag it. Let's say I want to put the... Oh, you just click it. Base. Maybe you can't do that? Maybe these are just fixed slots for other things. You click on it. You cannot memorize a spell you have already memorized. How did I pick it up the first time? I just picked it up to move it. Or maybe I have to use this somehow. Like button 2, let's say. Is that going to... Fishing, begging, healing, sense, healing, bind, wound. But these are all different. Left click. Oh, I put it on 5 somehow. It's on the bar currently. So you can't move them around. Yeah, I see it. Melee attack. I guess that's good enough, but it'd be weird if you can never move it. Or there must be a way to... Oh, here we go. Currently selected spell can be permanently removed from your spellbook by pressing the delete key on your keyboard. But I wouldn't want to really permanently do it. Let's say we want to put Cold Light in there. Put it here. Put it anywhere. This would be good for like your F1 through F12 stuff. 6 is spells. I guess some of these you just maybe can't change ever. Left click and hold. Okay. You gotta put it in the spell gem on the spell bar. Caverating Bones. What even does this do? I didn't even look at it. Level 1. Skill Conjuration. Mana 15. Cast is 2 seconds. Self. Conjures a magical cold stone that provides light in the immediate area. A globe of light. That's just good, kind of as an RP thing, even. Lower right. Oh, right. Oh, this thing. Oh, that's just me trying to cast it. 3 is Caverating Bones, 2 is Life Tap, 1 is Minor Shielding. But that's not actually how it works as far as the hotkeys, because I was using 4 for that. I guess I can just put it on there. Like, let me see. Or maybe not. Why can't you just click and drag these? Even if you couldn't do that originally. Whatever, that's good enough. Let me test out the skeleton on the outside. At least we found the person I was looking for. Although this is very confusing as to how you do the quest thing. Common tongue, pottery, begging. What would even make sense to interact with somebody like using an item? Like I would have to show it to them basically. Stand close and right click to train your skills. That is the name, right? Unless there's another opal. Give it. Give. Oh, that is actually the way to do it. How hands-on. Let's see what she said. Welcome to the guild. Here's your guild robe. Now let's get to work. Once you are ready to begin your training, please make sure that you see Marv or Liz. He can assist you in developing hunting and gathering skills. Turn to me when you have become more experienced in our art, and I have many things to teach you, from advanced combat skills to the various trades you may become proficient in. Standing increased by 100, adjusted by 25. Dismal Rage is like the group. The Dead has been adjusted by 25. Dark Reflection by 25. Blood Sabers by 25. Experience 0.071%. You complete Opal Darkbriar, you no longer have a target. You can quick and hold the spell gem on that bar to replace on the hotbar. Opens and closes your spell book. Hold and click. Put them here. Okay. I see. So now how would I do that with the other one then? Because this one's not on there at all. Maybe you just can't bind that one. We have the shield. We have the life tap. So those are going to be there no matter what. Although even that doesn't make sense because eventually you're going to have too many to fit here. So how would you... So you can put that on as many as you want. That's good. Watch the bottom part. Pretty good. How about you, Vath? Memorize it. Watch the bottom part of the spellbook when you click the icon on the bar. Watch the bottom part. This is like a needlessly complicated aspect. Like, just do this. This is how it works. This is how gaming works. Ah, it just feels so intuitive. You put this shit here. You put it there. You can't put it there. Empty spell slot 3. We picked up the empty spell slot, but we didn't line up with anything. Look, I'm holding the empty slot. You cannot memorize the spell you've already memorized. So just by oh, I get it. If you click on it, it memorizes it, so it goes there, and then it stays there. Can only be permanently removed from your spellbook. I don't want to do that. So now they're all there, and maybe now from here you can do it. I get it. You did it. Patience. What are you trying to do? When you memorize a new spell, then you can switch out for another one. Okay, good. Okay, let's just summon this dinky skeleton and see what it's like. Pretty close to the exit. So this isn't where we started. So we did actually have to go looking for that. Okay. I guess I won't do it in town just for the RP of it, but you theoretically could, I'm sure. Or it'll cause some other random NPC to chase me across the whole goddamn map. That is going to be an annoying feature. If I aggro something that's going to kill me, it's not like, oh, I can just run away and go out of his aggro range, because there is no aggro range. I kind of sensed that immediately, that they would just chase you through the whole forest or whatever when I was doing the ogre or whatever. Okay, so we learned how to turn in quests too. You basically just have to give the item to them. So the next part of that quest is like... how do you even see that too? Let's see. Hot buttons, friends, options, inventory. The first one was pretty clear because they give you like a parchment with it. I guess we could just talk to that chick again or just remember. Like, what did she say? Memorize, memorize, memorize. We talked to them first, then we gave the thing to their... Here. Who did she mention? Once you're ready to begin your training, make sure that you see Marv Orlis. Wasn't that the person I talked to anyway? No, it wasn't. Marv Orlis. Wiki. Yeah, I don't want to do it like that. The butthole clench run to zone line is so fun. Okay. We got the skeleton and we got a light spell. And we already had the armor. So does that mean I could put... But I still don't see how you would really remove it. Like, okay, let's say I want to move the armor to here. You can do that, but then you can't get rid of it. I don't think. Or you can. Never mind. Okay, so let me change my hotkeys. So the armor thing is something you do only once in a while. So you don't really want it in like a core slot. Like even this or whatever. I'll put it like there for now. And even the light is similar to that. Those are just like kind of ancillary things. And so now we can do life tab in a main slot. Like 2. I wouldn't even mind it being in 1. Can you get rid of a melee attack? Maybe not. Oh, you can. But then where would I find that again? We better make sure. Let's actually switch those. We'll do 1 and 2. Guard took care of it for me. Yeah, 1 can be life tap, 2 can be melee, and then this stuff we'll just keep to the side. Although I don't really have to do that. It's not like I'm going to get a million spells anytime soon, but just as far as like an optimal rotation. Wait until you die somewhere. You can't return without dying again. Well, I can't return at all because these characters are going to be permadeath actually, but wait until you die somewhere. You can't return without dying again. I just got to commit that name to my memory. What the hell was it? Return to me when you have become more experienced in our art, the various trades. What is her fucking name? Marv Orlis. She doesn't say like where she is. It might be someone just nearby. Look at this dramatic ass fucking music. Holy shit. We want to fight level 2s and level 1s. I don't want to fight any level 3s. Let me summon the skeleton. Wait. Oh, did I even put that one back on there? I didn't. So you memorize it. Or, oh, don't tell me again. I have to do this. Remove from the spellbook. So it's on there. And then we hold and we drag it. And then we'll put that in like 3, let's say. The 3 is that, 4 is the armor, 5 is the light. Necromancer. So, what is this? Level 1, apparently it says it's a risk now. Okay, let's just do it. There's a long cast time, which is fair, because I don't know how long it lasts once it's out there. Maybe just until it dies. Where'd it go? You can conceivably do it again. Or maybe you have to do it in the presence of something that's dead to be able to bring it back. Let's read it. Or you have to do it on an actual skeleton, but that would be kind of inconvenient. Animates an undead servant from the remnants of the fallen. Okay. You don't have to use it from the hotbar. You can click it from the gem bar. Okay, let's kill something and then try to bring it back. Or even if the guard kills it for me, that would be fine. Go ahead, do our little life tap thing. I guess we probably have a little more mana now, so I should probably be able to do this more times than I was before. So we can actually just get it from 100 to 0. Never mind the fact that he's a weaker enemy too. Okay, so let's try to raise his stupid corpse. Like that. It lets you still cast it even if you have nothing to bring back. So will it be the exact thing that we bring back? Or maybe it's not a suitable corpse? Stand close and right click to loot it. It might appear in the combat thing. Spell is interrupted. Maybe I'll try it again. The 5-second long cast. Oh, his body's gone. Your spell fizzles. I could try it on an actual skeleton, but that kind of defeats the purpose. Like, it shouldn't always have to be that. Level 2. Let me go back a little bit. Kill skeleton. Oh, yeah, I don't even have the resource for it. Okay, let's kill this. I like how I can just do it all with the spell now, at least if I am careful about it. Or maybe not for level 2s. Always have to remember to sit, though, after combat. Yeah, at least use the guards as kind of a safety net. Yeah, that might not drop very often. It doesn't say necessarily how long it lasts, does it? It might just be until it dies. Consumes bones when cast. Remnants of the Fallen. Mana. Cast. Target self. Yeah, it must just be as long as you can protect it, which probably you won't be able to do because it'll just go wild, and, you know, the whole point is to protect you in the first place. Let's see how this light spell looks. Number 5. Cannot be targeted or sold. Summon cold light cannot be dropped, sold, or traded. Put it in my bag and then use it. Summon cold light. Oh, I picked up something else. Wait. This is how it looks normally, and this is how it looks with that, or wait. The act of holding it does that? Huh. Whatever. And then the other one we already had, the armor. Yeah, let's kill a couple more skeletons. Level 2 should be fine. Light source like a torch. Yeah, I don't want to go too far out to fight these, but something else is going to aggro. Make sure it's not a level 3. That's my only rule. Oh shit, I keep neglecting my mana though, because I'm dicking around with these other abilities. Can't loot it because the guard kills it. Yeah, let's just see a momentous skeleton summon. One time. Like dealing with fucking soul shards. Yeah, I'm a human. Yeah, you just got to keep that shield up for whatever that's going to help you. Spellbook. So you really had to stare at this during combat. And, well, assuming you had to recover your shit during combat, which I'm sure in raids and stuff you would have had to. So I guess the trade-off there is you can't really avoid whatever mechanics are going on for a period of time. That's level 1. You'll be able to do this twice at least, maybe more. Do it in melee. I don't know that they've really dropped too many of those things so far. Is this better than mine? Damage is 5. It actually might be. I think mine was like 3. Base damage is 5. Base damage is 3. Or can I not use it as a necromancer? Warrior paladin, you can't. I keep picking up this random thing. Alright, just get rid of the scimitar. Although I probably should have just sold it. Oh, wait a second. There's no way it works like that. Where every item you drop has a physical model in the world? That's impossible. For such an old game, that must be an update. Oh, wait till you get somewhere dark, and then you'll see a much bigger difference from no vision to vision with a light source. Yeah, I just can't tell if, like, it only works if you're actually holding it, like, in your mouse hand. That must be what it is. You would just have to, like, let's say I want to use it during combat. You would have to, I guess you could still do that. It doesn't stop you from using your abilities and stuff. You can just have that active the whole time. It was originally like that. What, that the items have a physical presence in the world? That's kind of unheard of. I guess Tibia had that, but in a more rudimentary way. Really. You cannot loot this item. Okay, dude, do we have any of the fucking bone things? Take a while to get them. Kill a few more skeletons. Doing the light for the RP of it, I guess. Oh, I guess it would have made more sense in Everfrost because it was a little dark there. They decay pretty quick. No, but that's still impressive. Just that they have models for each of them. Large rat's corpse. Don't even see any skeletons nearby. I don't want to go too far. I guess I could probably just walk through this place because none of this stuff is aggressive on sight. And it's still only a level 2 all the way out here. How far does this really go? Not too bad. Make sure you don't aggro another one, and I'm too far away from the guards. Oh shit, and I don't even have mana. Now I'll backpedal my way into one. %. I guess that would be the intuitive way that you would think you would get the resource anyway, but they don't really tell you. Like, it tells you what it requires, but not how you get it. Which I'm sure there's a lot of stuff like that, where it just doesn't tell you anything. What is it? Oh, here we go. Bone chips. Is this going to be much better than mine? Rusty battle axe 6, but I can't use it. Although some of the stuff I should consider selling later. Let's just try to get the summon. I don't know how many it takes up. Let's see if it tells you. Oh shit, look how many pages there are. Oh my god. Consumes bone chips when cast. Oh, we still have to reanimate the undead. There's a lot of conditions to it. Also, many of the original models drop whatever weapon they are carrying, so you know what will drop before attacking the mob. Yeah, but there must be thousands of weapons, or maybe not originally, but at least hundreds. And even pieces of gear might be like that, like helmets and stuff. I thought it would just be like a generic little bag or, you know, some placeholder on the ground. We can raise a skeleton, but I kind of want to raise something else just to see if that matters. Like, is it going to raise exactly what I kill, or is it going to raise some kind of generic thing? Holy shit, look what a treasure trove of loot everything is dropping. Okay, this should work. Assuming that a rat can be raised. Stand close and right click. Okay, so it makes a skeleton even out of a rat. And it's very tiny, but let's see how it works in combat. It might just die really quickly. That might be the downside. Oh, my mana's pretty low too, so I'm going to have to lean on it a little bit. I guess it'll just be nice as a little... I don't know if it has like a taunt or something. Let's actually try it. That would be sort of the whole point of it. So I'd want to build up a whole fucking bag full of those bone chips. So it's only one bone chip per thing. Okay, so that's beautiful. It's not that big of a nuisance. They are kind of unthreateningly tiny for now. Oh, you know what? I should not be doing this with such little mana, though. You shouldn't get overconfident. Pretty strong solo class. Yeah, I did say that in the description. Actually, the Beast Master thing, too. Because obviously anything with a pet, you can just let the pet be a de facto other player. Probably could be better, too. because people are fucking morons and trolls. Yeah, you can definitely take advantage of the taunt aspect here too. Sit, guard, attack. You can give it equipment also, really. Let's see. Leave, none. So let's just pretend we want to give it like... I guess I could pick up something here. What is this? That one almost looks like it's empty, but it's not. Just throw it out on the fucking ground. You're normally able to do that. Or I can just switch it out for something. Here, let me just get like the axe here and see if that'll make sense. Give it to him. You complete the trade. You no longer have a target. So now, will he actually be using that? Oh, I don't know if he was using an axe before that or not. Or at least a weapon. Been a while. I can't actually tell if he had that or not before. I didn't even see. Because even the weapons have class restrictions. So how would he just be able to use anything? Pick up this. Whoops. Let me give him... You just let him be your little pack mule too, I guess. Give, cancel. You can give him money too. But then if he dies, you'd probably have to pick it up off his body. Okay, level 2. Let's have him go. You can make him attack first too. I guess that would be an effective means of taunting too. Level 1. Like, let's try that. Oh, I wonder if I can have multiple at the same time. It doesn't make that clear, so that would be kind of a revelation moment. Like, let's try it again. That would be the dream come true, but that might be a little bit too overpowered. So let's see if the first one dies. You cannot have more than one pet at a time. Okay, fine. At least not yet. That should be some ability you get later. Wolf just casually strolling to its death, but nobody even wants to kill it. The level 3 too. So that was pretty good. Lost 2 classes already. The beast one seemed very good. It is kind of bizarre that nobody can be a berserker. I don't know why they would have that as an option if you couldn't. Or maybe only that one Draconid class or whatever the last one can do it, and you have to unlock that through some other means, or it'll be coming out in a later expansion in the rotation. But yeah, some of those classes are pretty unique, like the Bard and stuff. I mean, I guess I would presume you're safe in town to just be able to log out. We should even go to our little group to log out there. Opal, who we took so long to find. I think that's a reasonable thing to be confused by too, because like, how would you know where anybody is? Either you use some in-game resource that tells you, like the fucking whatever locator thing, or you just have to search around. The spell thing seems a little bit needlessly confusing. There must be a reason why they do it like that though, like to restrict your ability to do it in combat, or maybe you can't change what's in your memory during combat. Maybe something like that. Although you could fill this shit up like 100 rows down, so like you wouldn't really need more than that. But I think this is where she was. Wasn't it? One of these little tents. That is Necromancer spells, Opal, and then so there's like 4 class trainers with spells. Seems a little bit unnecessary. Let's see if they're impressed by my skeleton. They probably won't even notice. Necromancer Guildmaster. Bard is a lot of work if you have Melody. Classic didn't have Melody. Classic also only allowed one hotbar. Huh, really? That's one of those like quality of life changes that they made. I don't even know how you escape, because the escape key doesn't work. Last time I had to Alt F4. You sit down, mercenary, you don't have one, help, mail, quest journal, storyline, map, guild manager, or it's like camp. Where was that again? I forgot. Like F11 or something? Or that just shows like performance. Oh, it's here, I think. Exit. Take you 30 seconds to prepare to camp. 25 seconds. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more classes in this game than a lot of games have. Like Tibia only had 4. That actually seems really, and 2 of them are like, they're kind of very similar. Like the paladin is just a ranged class, the knight is obviously melee, but then the sorcerer and the druid were almost identical for a lot of the time, and then you start to get a little more healing variation, I guess, later. But yeah, the class variety is pretty impressive here. Like, how many are there again? 4, 8, 12, 16. I just wonder what the real differences are between wizard, magician, and enchanter. Those sound very similar. Shadow Knight. A lot of them are going to be hybrids of similar classes, and some of the quests are shared. Like, or I mean, some of the spells are shared. Like Shaman had some of the Necromancer spells and stuff, so there is going to be some overlap. I wonder if shape-shifting is actually a thing here as druids. That might not be a universal feature of them. Yeah, this you cannot become for whatever reason. But more notably, you can't become a berserker. And I swear I just saw, when I tried to create the first class, that you could become one as a barbarian. And then it's been grayed out ever since. So maybe I discovered like a rare bug or something. The frogs seem interesting, but the fact that you have to hop the whole time seems like a bit of a question that I don't really want to deal with. Level 2 Necromancer with his little dinky dagger. 1 hotbar at a time. You could set up multiple pages of hotbar items, but could only view or use one at a time. I see. Okay, that's good for today.